We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
bitches.
yeah.
That sounded kind of sexual there.
They're all too.
Yeah, that sounded a little too orgasmic there, sir.
Yeah. Oh, just give it to me dirty. Oh, this is the nothing sick. Actually, I've got a different name for it since I don't drink, but I do smoke. So it's gonna be how about the Puffin Sacred Drink Wrap?
Oh, I like it. Oh, Puffin Sacred Drink Wrap. Okay,
Dude,
Puffin.
Puffin
I like
Sacred
it.
Drink Wrap.
So are we doing marijuana today, sir?
Yes, I am. I am.
All right.
By the way,
All
that
right.
that
All
very
right. Okay, Dad, don't worry. I won't.
that very sexual intro kind of triggered me, so I
Oh,
feel
really?
Did you need to go take care of yourself real quick? or
Triggered you in a good way, a bad way?
No, now we're gonna hear her walk away, and we're gonna hear dun 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 dun. By the way,
things never change.
I'm cruise control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Louie Loke.
I'm Koala.
Dun dun
Ah.
dun 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 dun.
Oh, I guess we got to figure out what everyone's drinking, right? Is that the thing? Is that
Sure.
what
Yeah.
doing?
What are you drinking?
Yeah.
I'm drinking Miller Lite.
Oh, you're so. You're
going back.
He's going healthy.
Going to that again, huh?
You know what? No, here's what it was, because they're not. Something's up with. I don't know if they're not making PBR anymore or something. There's some kind of
they do.
it's weird.
No,
shit.
they are.
Because at the bar they can't get it either. They haven't been
Really?
able to get. Yeah. So and they, I guess Danny, the bartender, was saying, yeah, there was some kind of like ordering issue or something. with it.
You sure they're just not just playing the trick on the blind guy?
Right. No, we don't serve
I don't
that
think
no
so.
more.
He's
They
like,
don't serve that shit no more.
it's a corporate thing. They're going. We want everyone. They send out a memo. Everyone who sells PBR. If you sell to blind people, make sure you lie to them. We don't want to serve them some defective blindos. So
Yeah, we don't want them putting their blips on our bleer. You know.
Or
Yeah.
maybe they're getting a kickback from the Miller Company. I don't know. Maybe they
Maybe so.
could be a conspiracy.
PBR stands for Prohibit
Hey.
Blind Relaxation.
Oh, I
know.
like it, man. That was good. I like
So
it.
I was trying to come up with something, but I couldn't do it.
Oh,
What are you drinking, Koala, tonight?
I'm drinking my huge. I'm
Ah,
back on
the-
I'm
the
off
laggy-
the cold, so I'm back on the Lagunitas.
The
Off the hot
Lagunitas.
toddies.
No more Lugunitas, so you had the Lagunitas.
Right, exactly. You know what? I will tell you something though. I kicked that cold the next day, it was gone.
Yeah,
really?
It was
bet.
miserable because I'm just like, I'm gonna just drink my hot toddies and sleep. No NyQuil for me. I don't do that shit because my
You
body
gave
doesn't like it.
alcohol poisoning to the virus. The virus is like,
I
"Fuck
did.
this shit."
Like,
Yeah. Nice. Kill it with alcohol.
I'm
I-
drinking
Hey.
a sparkling ice coconut pineapple sparkling
Jesus.
beverage.
Oh God, coconut pineapple. Yeah, okay. He's from Eugene, just so you guys know. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
It's a
but
variety pack.
he's also under the influence of something. A little
Yeah.
if you
something,
like
something.
Hey,
pina
hey.
coladas.
If you
Caught
like
in the
that,
rain.
brain. If you like smoking some weed, so you can screw up your brain
I like smoking after midnight.
because it helps me fall. It helps me fall asleep.
Man.
Gonna drink marijuana.
Ooh. All right.
Drink
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 some marijuana, huh?
Hey,
All
yeah,
right.
man. They got marijuana sodas here.
but bong water.
I have not done that since a couple of days ago. So,
Ah, you didn't drink the bong water.
dude, we used to do that shit, stupid.
Oh, fuck yeah, I remember that.
Dude, drinking the
I
bong
remember
water,
that.
dude, drink
Drink
it.
the bong water.
Wait,
Come
you
on, man,
what?
don't be a pussy, man. Drink the bong water,
we
bro.
were some G's. We used to
We're-
drink
no,
the bong
we're-
water.
We're some R's, some retards.
Yeah, oh, that too.
Oh, you just got demonetized.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well,
Shucky
that would
darn,
happen
man.
anyways.
We can't get the sprinklings for this.
I'm just
Well, I'm
preempting
drink-
it
I'm
now,
drinking-
getting
I'm
it
drinking-
out of the way.
I'm drinking a great energy drink at 9 p.m. my time.
Oh, lovely, man! You're
I'm gonna be wired for the next few hours.
Yeah, you're.
So he's
you're-
going for like the cocaine drink.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, we got the.
Like,
You gotta have an upper and a downer.
so how does it?
Yeah,
how does it-
I'm prohibiting blind people from relaxing.
There you go.
My energy drink.
how does it feel to live in the Civil War state? Shit's going crazy out there, man. So I mean, I'm sure with all the stuff going on with the border.
I don't pay attention to it.
Oh, good. That's good, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Cruise control.
Wow.
How did you know that part of my story had to do with something border, like,
Because I'm borderline, I have a borderline personality.
obviously.
I mean, when you said the Civil War state, the only thing I was thinking was, I don't need your Civil War.
Pay the rich while you bury the soul. In your human grocery store, ain't that fresh?
Ain't that fresh?
So you got a story to start with, so Max. I think you're trying to lead into that, and I fucked with that.
Yes. Okay. So I got a new cell phone. I ordered it. It's the Blind Shell Classic 2. So I got it offline. Now here's the thing. A buddy of mine, he's using it. He loves it. And it's an Android. It's an Android phone actually. And it's a smartphone, but it's got buttons on it. So it's pretty dope. So, and somebody let me play with one, actually. Somebody from the Nevada Assistive Technology Center brought one to my office and let me check it out. And I'm like, this is pretty dope. I like it. So anyway, I ordered it. And like I said, my buddy, he's a Verizon user, and that's his carrier. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I get the phone. Now here it was. I'm going to take you through the whole series of events. So I'm here, I'm watching a video, and I'm waiting on the phone to come. Well, it was supposed to be here yesterday. And then I checked the tracking thing, and it said I'll probably get it Monday. So I'm like, okay, Monday, we'll wait till Monday. It's all gravy. Well, this afternoon, I'm sitting around watching a video. I hear something on my stairs. My doors are open too, because it's nice. And then I hear someone ring my bell. I'm like, oh shit. So I go out there, and sure enough, there's a box on my porch. So I'm like, my phone. So I'm like, I'm taking Uber down to the Verizon store and getting my new phone turned on, So I get an Uber, I go down to the Verizon store, and I go in. The guy was cool, really helpful. But then I show him the phone, and he's looking at it, and he's like, oh, this isn't compatible. We don't support this phone. I'm like, but I got a buddy that's on Verizon that uses this phone. And he's like, no. He's like, we don't support this phone. And he even went and got another coworker, and they said the same thing. So I'm going, shit. I said, well, dude, I'm going to have to leave, which is stupid anyway, guys. I want to stop with that real quick. I want your thoughts.
We don't support Blind Shell.
Well, but I think some places you can't get a phone, because I've offered to give one of my phones to a client of mine who dropped her. Anyway, she just had an accident with her phone, like in a horse paddock or something. It dropped in shit.
Okay.
So, it was ruined. And so I said, I never got rid of my last phone. If you want to take it until you can afford another one, because she didn't have a lot of money.
Right.
And because mine was Xfinity, I'm through Comcast, and she's through like T-Mobile or something.
Okay.
You had to buy the phone from them, even though they would support the phone itself. You couldn't activate that phone with them. You had to actually buy a phone from them.
But they don't carry this particular phone either. So that's the real bitch.
Well, they carry, yeah, but this one they carried. But it was because I had purchased it from another company, they wouldn't let her put it on her plan.
Have you checked their website to see if they are actually not compatible with Verizon?
You know what? I saw a few things. I saw there were some forums. One said that was not supported by Verizon. Then there was another one that says is supported by Verizon. I'm like,
it's just to be a SIM card. You should be able to just pop the SIM card in and be able to use it.
Yeah, how the fuck would it not be supported by Verizon? You're talking about cell phone towers,
right? Exactly.
I mean, you're that doesn't really have a damn thing to do with your phone itself. It has to do with the carrier. Like, I was at my parents' house. You can only you'll remember this, Max, like during pandemic, I'd have to go into certain rooms to talk to you because they didn't have a lot of Comcast tower support out there.
Right.
But AT&T and Verizon, they did. And then in where I live, where I work, Verizon, they don't have a lot of towers. So that has more to do with your reception rather than their ability to activate the thing, I would think.
You'd think, but he was just saying, oh, we can't put it on our network. It's not supported, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, this is okay. This is real fucking stupid. Now you're about to lose a customer you've had for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been with Verizon for 18 years. So I'm like, okay, that's a real dumb fucking move. All right, well, I guess I'm going to go to the T-Mobile store. So then I call my Uber and I get another Uber and I got a U-Beaner. Okay. This chick was stupid. And she's like, she calls me.
Did you say U-Beaner?
A U-Beaner, yes, a U-Beaner. That's a beaner who drives Uber.
Oh, okay.
I know. It's like, what?
So cruise control. I'm triggered.
Yeah. Oh, come on now.
So here it was.
You
She
shouldn't,
calls me. She's like,
Did I tell you that I didn't give a fuck about what was going on at the border?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you were lying. I think you were lying.
Yeah,
I think you were in
there's a little
denial
part
of
of you
of your people.
oh, yeah, part of you is there right now. You know, your heart is there at the border. You know.
Yeah, this is why I don't mind about us being demonetized.
That's
We were
like
demonetized
Kamala
before we even
Harris.
started.
Her heart is at the border too, but her fucking body's not there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So,
she's
oh, that's what I say to that.
So wait, so you went to that was
Miller time.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, man, that's a Miller beer, dude. It's a strong
Damn
beer,
right.
man.
Miller, motherfucker.
What was that?
I don't know what that was. That
Man,
wasn't
I
me.
can almost
Me
make
that was
that.
imitating
Koala.
the Miller
Koala
bird.
at this
No,
point.
that was Koala with a wet one, man. You
Yeah.
gotta watch.
I was like, hey, wait a minute, Koala.
That wasn't even a burp. I imitated
No,
a burp.
no, that was the burp. That was a
No,
bad
it
one.
wasn't a burp.
That was a
wasn't
wet
burp.
one. That was like a
No,
shark. That was a mouth shark.
No. I can burp.
I can burp on cue. I don't even need anything.
So
Yeah, I could do. So
back to you.
anyway, so back to your story. So you got it.
This chick was stupid as fuck. She's calling me. She's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm at the Verizon store. You know, like this is where I was dropped off. Like it should show you, you know, because it always says, in the trip where you last dropped off the person. So that's the last driver did that. Well, this person couldn't find me, and finally, the guy in the store who was helping me originally, he came out. That's why I got to give him partial props. And he was looking, and finally he's like, "Oh, there it is. It's a black Kia or whatever the hell kind of car it was." So he finally flags her down. She gets with me, and I get in the car. I'm like, and then I hear her GPS thing say, "Proceed to Cane's Chicken Fingers," and I'm like, "I'm not going to Cane's Chicken Fingers. I'm going to T-Mobile." And she's like, "Ah." And then I give her the address. I
Is
said,
that what she said? She's like, ah. Is that what she did?
yeah, she did the I, the I con tampo, that they fucking do when they get all perturbed and beanerified and shit and wetbaculous. So
Jesus Christ, dude.
oh, this was a day. I'm telling you, I'm just totally pissed off. And so she's like 155. I'm like, no, it's 1550 East Flamingo. All right, so this bitch takes me to somewhere. It turns out she drops me off in the.
You sure it
wrong
was
place.
the right Uber?
I wonder.
Like, did you catch somebody else's Uber?
I'm wondering.
You don't even remember.
I might have caught the wrong Uber. But I said, "Are you here? For Max?" And she just give me the proverbial yeah.
Well, right, but she can't. She doesn't know because.
Right, she just answers yeah to everything. You like to suck cock? Yeah. You take it in the ass? Yeah.
So you check. Okay, quick question though. When you check to see what your ride is, don't you check to see what kind of car it is?
Yeah, it tells me what kind of car it is.
Right. So
And this was the same kind of car.
there were 2 Kias then.
I guess so.
Maybe.
I guess so.
I don't know.
It was weird. But anyway, so she drops me off. I go in. It is a cell phone store, but it's it's not. It's the other one. Shit.
AT&T.
Metro. No, Metro PCS is what it was.
She's dropped you off at a random. She's like,
yeah, I'm at this fucking at a Metro.
What the fuck you are.
And so I go in and I hand the guy my phone, and the guy's this Indian dude. And he's like, he goes,
now we're talking about my people. Now we're talking about my people.
So, he goes, I hand him the phone. He goes, we don't support this phone, sir. And I'm like, well, aren't you T-Mobile? He's like, no, sir. This is Metro. And I'm like,
because you didn't know, because you didn't drop your brother. Fuck, dude.
Right. Oh, yeah. Dude.
That's like my Wendy's story, except someone else's fault. It's not your fault at all, man.
You have no fucking way. You just walk in this place, and all of a sudden the guys, we can't fix. We can't do anything.
We do not support that pinch your phone.
No,
fucking Ben short.
We do not support that lower caste phone. That's a caste. That's a caste.
You
it's one of those blind man phones.
Go beg on street where you belong.
Yeah, you people go beg somewhere.
How do you use phone when you cannot see?
Go in the back and let the livestock fuck you.
So I'm totally pissed off now. And I go out there and I get another Uber. And so this time they do take me to the Metro store. Well, this guy also didn't hablo English very well. And I had to thank God I knew the numbers. I was like, 1550 East Flamingo. And he's like, okay. And then he put the numbers in. Yeah, because when I he was like, no much English.
Yeah, I think you need to learn a little bit more Spanish, bro.
It's all your fault. You're not incorporating. You're not diversifying.
I shouldn't have to.
Flamingo. He would just know the numbers. He's like, okay, he's going to this number.
Like you go in there. It's like I'd like to get my phone checked. It's like, this is the Flamingo Hotel, sir.
Well, this time they actually got me right to the T-Mobile store. So this time I was at T-Mobile. So that was good. And
you get in there. It's like, this is Jim John's Mobile Homes.
Mobile. You said mobile.
Mobile. Okay.
So, it was a total. Okay. I am a wetback. So anyway, so then I go in there, and this guy was cool. His name was Jerry, and he was really helping me out with my shit, and he got my phone working and everything. So I had to switch carriers. Now the bitch was, I don't think all my contacts carried over. And as a matter of fact, Louie Loke, if you can at some point, just text me so I can put you back in, because I lost a fuckload of contacts when he was trying to, move all my contacts over.
Oh, dude, that's just lame, dude. It's so. So how did you know? Okay,
they're prejudiced against Louie Lokes.
Yeah.
So originally you thought someone was using Verizon or you just assumed that all the phones would work at all the phone places?
Well, I just assumed that, so Verizon supports this particular phone, because he has the same phone, And
he was definitely on Verizon.
He's definitely on Verizon. I know. I even asked him several times, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm on Verizon." And so I'm like, "Okay."
Hold on a second. I'm gonna do something real quick.
Oh, you're gonna do a little search, okay? Because when I actually called him later after this whole ordeal, and he was like, "What the?" This guy didn't know his ass from the hole in the ground, man.
So it's called the Blind Cell, right?
The Blind Shell Classic 2.
Blind Shell.
The Blind Shell.
He's not speaking with a speech impediment. Cruise control.
It's Humphrey Bogart.
Classic 2. That's the one.
The Blind Cell.
Sound like
that makes more sense. That makes more sense than Blind Shell. Blind Cell makes more sense than Blind Cell.
It is a cell phone, right?
It's called Blind Cell.
Blind Cell. Yeah, Blinky Cell.
The Blind Shell works great.
The Blind Shell is one of the greatest phones ever.
Great. Oh boy, got the Blind Shell.
Then the buttfuck was so to transfer my phone number, because I wanted to keep the same phone number. So he said, "Well, you got to call Verizon now. Call 611 and get them." So she's like, "Okay, I'm going to text you a code." And I'm like, son of a bitch, because my old phone was a flip phone. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to get off the phone so I can read the text message to get the number. And then you gotta call me back. So we had to do this several times because you kept sending me different codes. And she's like, I apologize, sir.
That is not necessarily true, sir.
What's
you
that?
do not have to. You do not have to hang up the phone to read a text message.
Yeah,
you can do this.
phone.
You
On my
can. You
phone,
can
you
do
did.
this. You can do this simultaneously, sir.
No,
Yeah.
no, not on my phone. It was a flip phone.
Are you
remember?
sure?
It was an old school flip, but now maybe on this phone.
Oh
you know, I
yeah,
could do
yeah.
that.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But no,
Because
no,
I
no.
do it all the time.
Yeah, no, but on that phone, no. I think you have to. Yeah, you had to hang up because to get your text message. I could hear I got a text. You know, it'd give me a little ding in my ear, but I couldn't read the text while I was on the phone. I had to jump off and then read the text. You know, that's how it always was. Because, like I said, that's an older phone, a flip phone. So I had to do this shit where I'd have to get the number.
That is totally the R word.
I'm telling you, it's the total fucking retarded thing. So we had to do this shit like 3 or 4 times. Finally, she's like, well, your phone is a flip phone, so I can't send you a link so you can go on. So the guy at the store was like, man, you know what? And she has me on hold forever. And the guy at the store is like, you know what? Let me go online and let me create you an account or something. I said, I think I got an account. I just never logged in there, you know, to Verizon. So we had to do all this wild shit to get, basically, I had to click forgot my password. We had to go into my email, get the code, then go in and put it in the Verizon. It was such a butt fuck. And I was like, this is so stupid to get my number transferred over. And then for a minute, I was like, when I was getting ready to leave the store, I was like, okay, I'm good, right? And they're like, yeah, you're all good. So then he hands me my phone. So then I try to call Go Grandparent, right, to get a ride back. And I keep getting the welcome to T-Mobile, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, why the fuck is it calling T-Mobile? And it said at one point, you're calling with a phone that does not have a SIM card. And I'm like, huh? And so then I went back in the store and I see that Jerry had gone to lunch apparently. So I talked to this other lady. She's looking at it. She's like, no, it's got a SIM card. It's good. So then we tested. She's like, let me see if it'll call my phone here. So she calls her phone with it. Eventually she gets it to work. So I think it was just taking a while for my number to transition over, as it were. So yeah, it was quite the butt fuck, folks. And the butt fuck is not over, you know, as it were, because I'm still learning the thing. And
wireless carriers for the blind. Selecting a wireless carrier.
That was 2023 butt fuckulous. I mean, what's 2024? I thought we were done with butt fuckulous.
Hold on, man. That's an isolated incident, man. This doesn't, that doesn't determine the whole year.
Dude,
you had
website right here, dude. Okay. The blind shell class 2 is a phone designed to enhance accessibility for compatible with various wireless carriers across the United States, offering flexibility and connectivity. God damn it. Among these carriers, AT&T, right? Consumer Cellular, Mint Mobile, Metrotex, T-Mobile, and Verizon stand out as reliable networks that support the functionality. This is on their blind.
That's where I think I saw that.
So Metro and Verizon.
It's on Blind Shell USA, dude.
Yeah.
It says right here, Blind Shell says right here, it says Verizon. When Verizon enters a Blind Shell Classic 2 IMEI number, which is the phone number, the system will indicate that the Blind Shell Classic 2 is not a compatible device on the wireless network. Today, we have many Blind Shell Classic 2 users who are successfully enjoying wireless service Verizon. You can either take an existing Verizon SIM card from another device and simply insert it into the Blind Shell Classic 2, or have a local Verizon employee create a default device SIM card that can be used with the Blind Shell Classic 2. So it's not so they just didn't want to fucking do that.
Well, so they just lost a customer for being an idiot.
Yep. Congratulations, Verizon. You lost an 18-year customer because your fucking employee was too goddamn lazy to do the work.
Well, or he didn't have the wherewithal to problem solve that because you had
he was
somebody
too lazy to fucking do the work, basically.
Yeah, because you got some people like, well, I've never done that, and that translates into we can't do that.
No,
because they don't know how to do it.
And it says addition. If you would have said, "Hey, why don't you?" All they would have had to do is let's go to the phone's website and see what they need to do. They would have looked at that and said, "Oh, it says right here for Verizon. When Verizon enters a Blind Shell Class 2 number, the system will indicate that the Blind Shell Classic 2 is not a compatible device in the Verizon network today." So basically, it says what you need to do. So someone just didn't want to help you, dude. They saw they probably got fucking tarditis. Oh shit, I want to help this guy, man. Next thing you're gonna do
it was the thing of it looked. He didn't know it. He'd never seen that phone.
Help me with my phone, please.
I come in with
that's
my...
one of those examples when you're like, "Hey, can I get some help with my phone?" And they hear, "Can you help me with my phone?"
Yeah. Well, you know what it was? I'm sure he looked at the phone and just was like,
Yeah, he
"Oh,
typed,
I've never
he
seen
typed
this
in the
one."
he looked in the he put in the IMEI number, which is the number that's on the phone that tells you what kind of phone and whether it's compatible.
Which when you think about it, just to give this guy a break, I mean, if in most cases when you type in the IMEI and it says not compatible, there's nothing else you can do, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's what he was saying.
The reality is there really isn't anything that you can do. But Blind Shell has figured out. Blind Shell.
Blind Shell
has figured out a way to circumvent
talking
that.
about
But
Blind Shell.
apparently that hasn't been WikiLeaked back to the Verizon people.
Apparently
Blind
not.
Shell, I got some kind.
How stupid, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, really?
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, at least you're a T-Mobile customer now.
How? And I have a question. How young would you think that your Verizon guy was?
I would have to
Did you say Verizon?
Verizon guy.
Verizon guy.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I think he was probably, I'm guessing he sounded like he was probably in his maybe 30s, possibly. He wasn't
because what I know is that younger people cannot problem solve nowadays.
Well, you know what?
How old do I sound?
And actually, Louie, to be fair, yes, you do sound like you might. If I just heard your voice, I might think, well, this motherfucker's in his 20s, maybe early 30s. You know,
I've got that. I've just that young suave voice. There you go.
Yeah, sir.
You sound young. We all sound old and decrepit and shit. You know,
what? I don't sound old and decrepit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Shit.
Fuck
and
you,
actually,
to
be honest, Cruise Control and Max, you sound just like you sounded when we were teenagers.
Really?
Like there hasn't been, and there's no change in the voice.
Young, virile, and handsome.
There we are.
That's right. That's right. There you go.
Virile.
Virile.
You guys didn't know Koala when she was a teenager, but I did, and she sounds about the same too. So I mean, hey.
Yeah.
I just don't age.
No,
that's right.
I see that. Well, actually,
I see. Says the blind man to the deaf dog.
Even when you were younger, you sounded a little old. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have been like 16 or 17 when you were really like 14. That's what I meant.
Now you sound like you're 12.
Hi.
Why don't you say something dirty like you drinking alcohol?
Let's take a nap, Daddy.
Why don't you
okay. No, but back to what I'm kind of
why don't we stay on the same subject for don't be so shy.
Okay.
Anyway, back on the
back on fucking stupid ass Verizon.
But I think the point I'm making is there are a lot of people out there. I don't even know if the guy was lazy or if people don't learn how to investigate anymore. Customer service has gone to shit.
Yeah,
it's just basically
the computer says this. Oh, the computer says it says
it says it right there.
Yeah. Like, well, how can we possibly help you? Like if I'm surprised that actually your Uber driver even tried to get you to the right store and still got you to the wrong one. But, normally there'd be, no, I've had people, no, it says to take you here. And I'm like, no, but that's not where I'm going.
Yeah.
But that is where it said to go. So I have to cancel the ride. I've had people do that.
At least you didn't go into Kane's Chicken and try to
I love how all her accents are the same.
Well, either way, it was.
Yeah, I like. Okay, last time she was talking about some South African, and I was like, she sounds Russian, and then and then she did it again. I was like, wait, is that the South African chick?
No, that's the Russian guy.
Oh, it's the Russian guy. Okay, he is Russian.
That's the Russian Verizon guy.
It's fucking Ivan Drago.
At least you didn't go into Kane's Chicken and go, I need to get my phone.
Oh, changed. I would know that. I would smell chicken fingers, obviously, grease.
This is a strange cell phone place.
Well, some of the people working there are probably pretty greasy too. But Yeah, no, it was.
Ivan Drago. I'm trying to take you to the bloody store. I'm
Oh, no,
trying
this
to
was-
take you
Right.
there.
I'm selling you a
Well,
blind
not
shell.
cooperating.
Shell.
This was
Shell.
Paco Condaco. Well, first it was fucking. It was Consuela Cantita or whatever fuck her name
And
was.
then it was. I am in Metro. I will help you with your phone.
Oh yeah, my name is Habib, and I'm selling you some.
Louie, I should have walked out and went, oh, Daddy Maki Chut. You know what? That might have broken. That have broken the. Well, you know what? If I was in a better mood, I might have just like, hey, dude, I know some bad words in Indian.
You got to just fucking just fed up. Like, this is Metro. It doesn't even send you to the
pissed.
right.
Yeah, I was so pissed off. I was like, I'm not even in a joking mood. I'm not even happy about it. So
What?
let me get the fuck out of
That's
here.
You're like eternally happy, Maxwell.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
No,
Trust
yes.
me. Trust me. If you would have seen me today, I was not happy. I was a very.
This all happened today.
This is as a few
It
hours
is
ago.
fresh. Okay.
Very fresh. Matter of fact, I'm
Oh,
pissed
wow.
off because I wanted to work out this afternoon. I'm like, fuck, and that sucked up my whole afternoon. No shit. I was gone from 2:30 to like 5. I think I finally got home at 5.
But you should be grateful that you were able to get a cell phone.
There's
And that
some
you
people in the world.
There are
that-
people that they don't have a cell phone, and you
Too
were
fucking
able to
bad.
take an Uber.
Where? In
And-
Africa?
I don't know
There are
where
people
all
in
my
the
Uber
world-
drivers are from.
Ask
Almost
Davey,
everybody has a cell phone now.
Yeah, ask Davey the Dune Coon. He'd know.
There are people
I've
who
got
don't have the means to take advantage of these things.
Oh.
You could be someone who was hired by Vince McMahon and has gone through an absolute shit. We got to talk about this. This is actually a terrible.
Okay.
That was a terrible fucking segue, but
All right, roll into it. Fuck it. I'm done with my story anyway, so
that
go
was the
for it.
fucking worst segue fucking ever. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna.
Vince McMahon. I just want to talk about this motherfucker.
I don't know if you know who
even
Vince McMahon is. Vince McMahon is the guy who runs the WWE. He was the one who he's like, all right, well, you're gonna like
The only thing I know
Just
about him is he got blown up in a car one time.
Well, he's
That was
been
like
having
20-something years ago or something crazy.
he's been having issues like for a long time with his company and fighting with his company, and he had to retire from his company because he was supposed to pay off this girl $3 million and didn't, and she filed a 67 page defamation. Defamation. What is it called? Document
Defamation.
Defamation of character.
Deposition. Yeah,
Deposition. Okay.
Yeah. So what happened was she, I guess, met him, and and she was having some hard times. She's like, well, why don't you come work for me? And that's the way. And apparently he was like selling her off, like selling her. And this is a $1 billion guy. He runs the WWE, which is like $1 billion company.
Right.
And this is where you're going to like this. And this just makes you wonder about just power. He's a total asshole, and he's obviously abusing his power. But I guess he was like telling there's this guy named John Laurinaitis who worked with him, who worked under him, and she would send her note. She would. Well, he talks like this. He's like, yeah. They make a joke and call him John Laurinaitis. But he goes. But he would send her text saying you're gonna need to go over John's house on Tuesday night to fuck him, and they would schedule fuck times, like you're gonna go over his, if you're not free Tuesday, he's not free Tuesday, you can go over there Saturday. I'm giving you to him for the evening. Wow. And at one point they were having sex in the office, and this is a $1 billion dude who owns a company, who obviously understands certain things about needs to understand like his limits, or else he's going to get sued. But power just corrupts completely. So at one point he's having sex, or he's like selling. He has one of his wrestling stars have her one night, and he's saying he's forcing her to it's like she's laying there, and he's forcing her to do things with some of his employees, and then he's like trying to pay her off with Bloomingdale gift certificates for like $15,000. Well, at one point he's like having sex with her with like somebody else in the room, like watching, and she's laying there, and he takes a shit on her head. So yes, from her deposition, he takes a shit and pisses on her head, and then he goes, "Stay there, don't move. I need to go take a shower." So he's going and taking a shower.
Well, she's laying in his shit.
Well, she's laying, and she goes, "You can't," and she can't go anywhere, just laying in his shit. Some other dude bangs her while she has shit all over her. He comes out of the shower and bangs her again, and she still hasn't been cleaned up. So she has shit on her head. So this multi-billion-dollar CEO of this company shits on this chick's head.
Dude,
it just makes you wonder, like, power.
I told you these corporate fucks are into shit.
And you're
fetish.
talking about your bad day, Max. You just had a cell phone issue.
Yeah, no one shit on my head.
She was having issues like literally people forcing them on her, like, you have to have sex with these people on this day, and you've got to do this.
Hey, but that's corporate Jim. You know, those corporate fucks are into shit fetish. I've said that before.
But wait a minute. Now I have a very controversial.
Okay, but what got her into that situation?
That's what I was gonna. That's
money. She was. Yeah.
So she's for the money. She'll let somebody shit on her head. Basically, is that?
But she was saying she didn't know what to do because she was threatened because he had all these bills. He said, I would fire you, and don't. Wow. I've got so many lawyers. You don't know what the hell to do. I'm going to do whatever I want with you. Now that doesn't make her any intelligent. She's still a weak-willed little, and
no question.
When someone says, like, you're getting shit on, literally she's getting shit on. At that point, I would be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And so there's obviously some money involved, but apparently he tried to buy her off for $3 million and then only paid her $1 million and didn't even bother to pay her the rest. But you're thinking anything like that would ruin your career. You're thinking this guy, $3 million for him is nothing. Like, it's a power. It's like, it just makes you wonder, like, power will really fucking make you do some fucked up shit, man.
Apparently,
shit on her. There's nothing
shit on your head.
You're nothing you can do. And I don't know. You've heard Vince McMahon, Louie, if you ever watched wrestling.
Yeah.
He's like, he does talk like this, like, oh well, you're not gonna do shit to me. I own you.
Pieces of last night's dinner.
I don't know if that's how you really talk. You know what I mean? Like,
but he has this kind of voice where I've heard him talk before. He's like, yeah, well, think about it. Oh, I'm just gonna come on here. I love you.
So it's not just for the show. That's actually how it talks.
Yeah, and he's pretty much. But he's a little bit more maybe exaggerated. But just think about him just being there, like, because he was telling her that he loves her. Of course, I really love you. You're voluptuous. Like, you're so voluptuous. Yeah, and then he shits on her head. Like, I'm gonna shit on her. You're not gonna say shit. You're gonna fuck this other guy while your shit's running down your face. I'm gonna fuck you. He's gonna fuck you, and the shit's gonna fly off your head, and it's gonna run down your face while you're getting pounded by somebody else. Then I'm gonna clean myself off, come out and bang you again, and then you have to wait to take a shower until I'm done showering and banging you again.
I'd say I'm very curious about, like, although I know that's totally fucked up, because it is, but what other than money, like, I could see if there was a threat of violence to your family or to you or something significant like that, but otherwise I can't feel too sorry. I can feel like you got yourself into a fucked up situation, but wow, I mean, someone shitting on your head. You're like, oh, he shit on my head. Well, he probably, he was farming you out. So, at some point you had some warning signs. Sweetie.
I mean, she was a very, very, very highly paid prostitute.
Yes.
Right. Oh, no question. Yes. No question.
Yeah. Yes, but she didn't. Of course, she's trying. But the thing is, the dumbass was so filled with hubris that he decided not to pay her the full amount that he put in the agreement, because they made a disclosure agreement for $3 million. And the dumbass didn't pay her. So for me, it's not. I'm not like the poor lady, because obviously, like, I think, she's a dumbass for even getting involved with that in the first.
She should have gotten her $3 million. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying that I'm saying he's a dumbass for not paying her, because if he would have paid her, she would have never have come out with this shit.
So he didn't make good on his. Yeah, he didn't make good on his.
I don't have to pay this bitch. She ain't gonna do anything to me because
I got money. Who gives a fuck?
But it also makes you wonder, like, how much would you have to get paid to have someone shit on your head and have someone else fuck you afterwards, and then not let you clean up right afterwards?
Here's the thing:
it's like the shit's drying, cake
not just $1 million. I'll tell you that much.
How can you fuck somebody with shit on their head?
Right. That's
you know
what
I'm
I'm
saying? Like that wouldn't even turn me on. Like,
Well, no, but
Hold your nose.
lay your head back and just he's like he's got his head up so he can't smell it. He's like holding his nose, like yeah.
you know, most chicks, if you're having sex with them, you want to put your, you know, you bury your face in their hair and
No,
man.
not
No,
power.
no.
This isn't about sex. This is about power. This is
Yeah.
about
Obviously.
domination and power and making her
It still wouldn't turn me on with somebody shit on
It's a
their face.
it's like a quickie. You know what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
it's like rape isn't about sex a lot of times. It's about
Right,
power.
right,
true,
right, right.
true
It's
that.
about dominance and that's good. It's like
Controlling.
I can
and-
do
yeah.
whatever I want to you, shit, because you're paid
You're
off. You're
my
whore.
bitch.
You're mine. And that's the way they feel about everybody. That's the thing about this guy. That's the way he felt about his fans. That's the way he felt about his consumers. Oh, they're gonna fuck these guys.
I'll tell you what, brother.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Oh no, that's Hulk Hogan.
Brother. Actually, I
Brother.
saw something. I saw a body cam video recently where Hulk Hogan's nephew was getting arrested or some crazy shit. I don't remember what.
Oh,
the hell
really? Was he going,
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
Brother,
Brother.
I gotta say, I didn't watch the video, but I saw it popped up in my recommendations. And being that I'm not a wrestling fan, I was just like, yeah, I'm not interested. Fuck it, you know.
Dude, wrestling's fucking is a crazy business, man. There's some fucked up people in that business, dude.
Obviously,
Yeah. What do you? So I don't know. I just so that at least I wouldn't be inclined to take that shit. But that's the thing. It's always the poor me thing. Like I'm not to take that shit. Yeah.
Literal
I'm not
shit.
gonna take that
Wait,
shit.
you mean you wouldn't be inclined to shit on her or have someone shit on you? I'm not sure which way we
Well,
go.
or do you shit
Well,
that
dude,
take?
if you shit on
that
someone
take
else,
or
at
take
least
that
you're
shit?
not
What
getting.
is you get a choice there
Well,
somehow,
that's
right?
the way these people think, though. It's like either I'm gonna shit on them or they're gonna shit on me, so I might as well be the
Yeah.
one shitting on them. That's how these fucking corporate fucking types
Yeah.
think. Oh well, it's a dog eat dog world, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bitch. Oh, and that's why they got to assert their dominance because especially he's got like 75 now. He's all losing his shit. He's like, you know what?
So is that why you started off the show with the orgasmic stuff?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
were you
what I
thinking
did.
about the shit on the face?
I was thinking about getting a big fucking diuretic dump right in my face. Dude,
Let me share my dinner with you.
like a splash of lukewarm hot chocolate after, you know.
Oh,
Sharing my lunch together. Yeah.
and then taking them in the back and let the livestock.
Yeah.
right.
Like
Gotta
That's what
finish
it
it off
was.
with that.
That's just what he did. He left her in the back of the livestock
yeah,
fucker.
let like some, you know, some lukewarm Ovaltine goodness, you know.
It's like a microwaved
It's like a microwave
pudding.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like a microwave.
how many more similes are we going to use for this shit?
It's like a half done brownie that's being eaten too fast after it's taken out of the oven. You know,
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
The answer was one more.
Welcome to nothing sacred.
Puffin sacred.
Oh.
Hey, if you don't like it, you know what you can do? You can get shit on. No.
Get splattered. Get splattered.
But don't let it go to your head.
Don't let
You gotta say it in the Vince McMahon voice to pull that off.
Shit on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've got a rock for you, except it's a rocket.
Rock of love.
Caca rock. A rock of caca. Rocka caca.
Rocka caca.
Yeah, I'm stone cold Steve Austin here. Oh yeah. Hulk
Sure.
Bulk
Hogan.
Hoagie. It's a bulk hoagie.
Ah, the Bulk Hogan.
It's not Macho Man, it's Nacho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah,
God.
It's Big John Flood, huh? Remember?
Big John Mud.
What?
I am so out of my element here with this conversation.
Come on, throw one out, Koala. You gotta have one somewhere.
Caca beware.
Oh.
The big
Wow.
kielbasa man.
The Nacho. Did you say Nacho Man Randy Savage?
The $1 million mad turd DiBiase.
See, you're more up on wrestling than I am. So
Oh, those are all 80s. I'm trying to find wrestlers that come on, Koala. You don't know anything about wrestling?
No, I thought it was the most bullshit thing ever, so I never paid
it's
any
not
attention
real.
to it.
Then she's watching Young and Restless in General Hospital. Yeah, right.
No, never did.
Bret the shit man Hart.
The Shark Foundation.
what was it? Jimmy Fly or Superfly
Jimmy
shit up?
Fly Poopa. Yeah. Duca. Jimmy Fly Duca. Oh, okay. Anyway, I just had to share that because it just makes you wonder, like, people, this guy has everything he needs. He has all the money in the world. He had a family, a wife. He's got, everything that he still needs to shit on some fucking strangers.
That's the problem. I think it's not just about power. I mean, it's hugely about power, but people who have so much money, they've got everything, and there's a boredom that happens with that too. Yeah. Like it's a thing where, you have so much that you're like, well, not only can I do anything that I want, but I'm going to push limits because I've already done everything. Yeah, it's kind of like people that have traveled everywhere. I mean, on a much lighter note, I noticed, like, my brother's very wealthy and his kids have been on a lot of vacations and I haven't. And so we treat vacations differently. When we were in Hawaii, they were complaining about everything. And I'm like, wow, I'm happy to be on the beach. This is amazing.
Right. Yep.
Well, we've been there. We've done that. Mm-hmm.
So it's all
nothing new. And so they need to excite themselves because they've already done so many things. They don't have anything else to push that button. And I think that's a huge part of it. It's the power allows them to do it. But I think a big part of it, just my opinion, is the fact that, well, what are you going to do today? Well, I've already done it. Nothing's exciting. I got to find something exciting. I'm going to shit on somebody's head.
Yeah, I'm going to. And also, I'm going to see how far I can push this person to do whatever I want them to do because I'm a shitty person.
Right.
That's just a shitty person.
Yeah, and if at one point, like, there's nothing, I come back to it, like, why not walk away at some point? You're allowing yourself to get to that point. Yep. He is only going to push you as far as he can push you. And it's actually really funny that it's sad actually to me that the problem was the settlement issue.
Yeah.
Right.
Now that was a total douchebag bad on his part. I don't know if it was a douchebag move to do or a bad business decision. I'd say bad business.
I'd say them both. But also, honestly, I think it's honestly just a bad business. Because like you were saying,
I'd say bad business.
Because here's the thing about bad people is bad people need people to allow them to walk on them to be shitty people like that. And you need to have the people who are going to allow themselves to be shit on literally and figuratively to allow these people to be able to do this. And then they think they can do it because people will allow it because of money.
Of course.
Well, and
but seriously, who couldn't live off of $1 billion? Like if you made $1 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you live on that for the next 30, 40, 50 years? Yes, easily.
Right.
God,
easily.
I would.
And so it's like, he doesn't care if he destroys his career. He's already got whatever he needs.
Yeah. Well, he lost his fucking business, so.
But she's not, if you're getting
but it's no sweat off his back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But if you really care about, I was violated, I got shit on. No, you're caring about, I didn't get paid for getting shit on. And that's the problem I have with it. Because it comes back to, you're just, because at some point, if you really felt like you couldn't leave and you were threatened, you'd go to the police. You wouldn't go to your civil attorney. You'd go in and you'd be like, somebody shit on me and I had a wrestler fuck me afterwards. And then I got fucked again.
Yeah. And I didn't consent to it. Yeah. You would easily.
Yeah, you're not like, wait a minute, he told me he was going to pay me $3 million. He only paid me $1 million.
Oh, yeah, life's so horrible.
At some point. But that's the way our society is victimhood. It's like, well, she didn't know what to do. It's like, why?
But how did she get herself in that shit in the first place, man?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it all goes back to that again. It's like, I know blaming the victim is not the most popular thing to do, but sometimes I think we got to do it.
Oh, dude, that's the same. It's a controversial thing to say, like, well, like whatever you wear, whatever you do, You don't deserve it, which is true. You don't deserve to be
No.
assaulted or everything else like that. However, if you're walking in a place, if you're in a place where there's 5 guys and they're drunk off their ass and you're stripping and you're the only chick there, and you know that, or you're drinking yourself and are drugged out and you know you're the only guy there and there's or only person there, you can't expect people to be good. You can't go, well, I wasn't doing anything wrong. Yes, you were victimized. However, it's the same thing with a dude. If you're walking in a dark alleyway in the middle of the worst area of town with a Rolex on and fucking the nicest glasses in the world, you're a fucking retard. Does that mean you deserve to be robbed? No, you don't. But you deserve to have to fucking understand that people are not.
A little common sense too. You know what I'm saying? Like
where you're going. Yeah, common sense.
Yeah, because it's not about. I think we get really into blaming and shaming. We're not doing that. We're just saying, look, if you go into a situation unwisely, you can't expect the outcome to be good.
Yeah, right. It's the same thing. It's like when girls will come up and punch some dude who's bigger than stronger than them, and then the guy reacts and punches her back. How dare you? It's like, would you go up to a bear? Would you go to punch a fucking bear? Would you punch anything? Yeah. No, why not? Because the bear is what? A lot stronger than me and can fucking kick my ass. Would you go up to like, no, you wouldn't. But I should be able to do whatever I want.
And nothing bad happens.
You know, and it's always, I'm just poor and me, I'm just,
I'm just a victim.
So I knew somebody that his girlfriend at the time, they were sort of on and off, but she sort of lived in. But anyway, they needed to separate. But they were drinking. There was a lot of people drinking at the house. They were having a party. She got hammered and went after him and started choking him.
Oh shoot.
And he pushed her off. And because he was about a foot taller, she called the police, got a domestic violence.
And of course.
And he was out of the house for, a couple months. He was able to get an attorney and get, but he had
to leave. He had to leave. Of course, because even if it's his house, a lot of times the guy has to leave. Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, you're a guy. You ever heard of Mike Epps?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he says there's a new rule now when it comes to domestic violence. The first person who calls is the other one's going to jail.
Well, it depends.
Except it depends. If you're the guy you call, a lot of times the guy. There's actually a procedure. I forget what it's called, but it actually specifies if a guy and a woman you remove the guy from the premises, no matter whose place it is, in certain states, where basically if you're the guy and your girlfriend's assaulting you, and you call the police, they expect you to leave. Yeah, they expect you to leave. They expect the guy to be the guy. Well, or and it's that's why a lot of guys,
California, Corrigan.
Well, even guys who guys can't admit that they're even physically or abused by women, because if they do, why didn't you couldn't handle her? Well, she hit me with a baseball bat. Well, she's just a girl. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit who hits you. If someone hits you with, especially an aluminum baseball bat, it's gonna fucking hurt or break bones. Doesn't matter who the fuck does it. Right, well, she's just a girl. You can just wrestle, take it out of her hands, man. Yeah, a knife. What are you gonna take? She's swinging a knife at your head. It's like a
shit on her head.
Yeah, just throw some money in her face. She'll become your whore.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just pay her some money. You shit on her face. It's all good.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's just it's not. But a lot of these things it's really easy to sort of tag these because it gets you out of the conversation. It's like, you're victim blaming? No, I'm not. I'm saying, because my dad taught me, he said, look, I hope nothing ever bad happens to you, but don't do this, don't do that. And here's why. And I had a friend that we were leaving a concert, and the elevator, she was just not thinking. And she's like, well, I think the elevator's broken. I'm like, no, I think it's just actually taking a little time to get here because we're in a big center. And she wanted to go down the stairs. And I said, there is no way at 1:30 in the morning, we're going to be the only people going down that stairwell, 5 flights of stairs.
Right.
Because guess who could be in that stairwell? Anybody. And I'm like, that's just a stupid decision. And I had to really talk. I finally just said, well, you can go if you want. I'm waiting for the elevator.
Yeah.
You know, 'Cause
So
what are you
did
going
she
to
take
do?
the
There's
stairs
nothing.
or what happened?
No,
Dang,
she
then you
stayed
just leave
with
her by
me.
herself, huh?
No, I wasn't. No, I gave her the option. I'm not going to go down there
Well,
with her. Shit.
A lot of it
That's
has to do
hilarious.
with, and we deal with this a lot. Is it always comes back to the prejudice of low expectations.
Oh, of course.
It's like it's
Oh,
a
Digga,
perfect
this is a great
a
segue.
perfect example of this is when someone says, "Ah, he got you pregnant, didn't he? He didn't get you pregnant. You got yourself pregnant."
Right. Right.
You know, like unless
It
it
looks
was
like
unless it was a
not smart
sexual
enough.
assault. But if it's just
Yeah.
well, he got me pregnant. Oh, what did you do? Oh, I rode him like a goddamn stallion for like 4 hours. You
Guess
know?
what? You were involved.
Well, I'd say you both were involved. I
Well,
got
of
to go
course.
along with that.
That's my
you know,
point. My
it's-
point
yeah,
is
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
not,
It takes
but
two to
it's
tango. It's not just he got you pregnant. He
got
was
you
reckless.
pregnant. He
you're the
got
victim.
you pregnant, or now it's your responsibility to deal with. He got you pregnant. No,
Right.
well, I didn't do anything. I just sucked his cock, and then he blew a load in my ass after he, But I didn't know the load. I didn't know the load. But the load some of the load got in me. Well, he got you pregnant though. Yeah, I know. Poor he doesn't want to take care of it. Well, why should he have to take care of it? Because he got me pregnant. Well, can you get an abortion? Well, yeah. What does he do if you don't? Well, he should just be responsible for it. He got me pregnant. But my point is that it's
I saw this video the other day about a guy who has like, I don't know, like 7 different babies mamas.
Damn.
And the guy was like, I told them, you mess with me, I'm not going to take care of them babies. I already told them before I even had sex with them.
Yeah.
So that's their
Right.
fault if they're dead.
that is full disclosure. That
That
is
is crazy, man.
Wow.
It's like when I was a kid. Here's an example, and this goes back to a Blinky example. When I was a kid,
Yeah.
somebody basically said like I was accused of stealing something from somebody's house. And the first thing my mom said was, well, he's blind. Like he couldn't have like that's the like what, I'm blind so I can't steal something. I can't.
If we can get away with that, that'd be
And
awesome.
you know what? And this is
oh, hey, wait a minute.
No, but that's a slippery slope. That's the problem that a lot of people
what I'm
do
going
that.
to do is I'm going to steal a car because a blind person wouldn't steal a car.
well, and we talked cruise control. Cruise control and I did a show a few weeks ago. We did talk about a situation that happened to us at one point where the cops came up and started talking to me first, and then when my brother told the officer that I was blind, he goes, "You know what? I'm not even worried about you. Just go ahead and sit down." And I'm like thinking, man, he could have stashed dope on me, all kinds of shit, like you guys. But just because I'm blind, all of a sudden I'm exempt from being patted down. You know what I'm saying?
And the problem with us, and the problem with people with quote unquote the victim who already with the low expectations is it's way easy for us to take advantage of that.
Sure.
It's way easy of us to use that to our advantage and go, oh, I didn't do anything. I'm blind. But the problem
There's
with
no
that
way
is
I could do anything. I'm blind. Yeah.
That just reinforces the
stereotype.
the low expectation stereotype of people that certain people can't do certain things.
And
I don't know any. I didn't. I'm so innocent. He shit on my head, and how much money? I was living in a condo that I didn't have a.
My Bloomingdale's certificates and everything, and I used them all up, and I can't sell off my haute couture.
My wife tells people all the time. She says, "Yeah, he looks innocent, but don't let that shit fool you."
Yeah, exactly.
No kidding.
We know you're a sick bastard. We know it.
Yeah,
you study psychology. Of course, you're fucked up.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, and speaking,
not me.
And that,
Getting triggered again.
This is
I am not fucked up. I am not.
This is a great segue as you brought up, low expectations.
Did you shit on somebody's head? Oh wait, no. Okay.
No, I'm blind. I can't shit on someone's head. Remember?
If someone shit on your head, it'd be awful because it wouldn't get in your hair. It'd just slide down the sides.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have any hair to hold it.
Yeah, exactly. You and Louie would have like a blind toupee, a poupee.
No, it'd be a poupee.
It would probably be okay though, because depending on what direction they did it might just slide right off, and then you don't have it stuck.
It was a poupee, man.
Yeah, I shaved my head too, so that's the same thing.
It just lays on the top like a mohawk.
It's just on the pillow there.
No, but here's the thing, because, and I know, well, Koala, I know you guys got one or something equivalent out there, and Louie Loke, you probably have something out equivalent there where you are. But I always get so pissed off when somebody asks me, "Do you go to the blind center?" Which is basically like adult daycare for blinkies, pretty much. I mean, they go on these outings, they go on field trips, stupid shit like that. And I had a lady yesterday that got because I'm taking that silver ride service now. She gets in the car, she's an older lady, and she goes, I guess she saw the cane in my lap or whatever, and she goes, "Oh, do you go to the blind center?" And because she was a black woman, I wanted to say, "No, but where's a good place to get some fried chicken?" Like, hey, you don't want it done to you, do you? You don't like it when it's done.
And some watermelon.
Yeah, you got to step it up. You got to say collard greens.
No, you got to make it more relevant, dude. You got to make it more relevant, more sensitive. You don't say, are you going to the welfare office?
Oh, that's right.
No,
That is so great.
I'm being very fucking. I'm being completely honest.
And you're
because how many was Bernie Sanders saying, "Oh yes, all these black people,
and Joe Biden too."
but they automatically assume that black people are poor. They go, all these. It's like, what did he say?
Poor kids are as smart as white kids,
or something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like what do you? But that is the discrimination of low expectation right there.
A while back, Chris Rock said, he said, there's so many people on welfare, but there's the black population is only 10% of the population. So there's got to be some white people on welfare too.
There are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's a matter of fact.
There's a lot of them.
There are more poor white people than there are black people. There are more poor white people in this country than there are black people in this country.
Damn.
I'll say it again.
That's a statistic to run with.
Because it's true. There's only 10% of the population. You don't think 10% of the white people in this country are poor?
I don't know.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. That's
But it's like having it be like a.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that.
Well, I don't either. My point is that's what that's what it does. It causes you to think, and that's why everybody wants to have a disease, wants to have ADHD, wants to be autistic, wants to be this, because then they can be a part of that. Get out of jail free card too.
Yep.
I'm a victim.
Although, because I deal with people who do have ADHD, and I've seen people when they accidentally didn't use their medication, or they just didn't have the money to afford their medication or something like that. They're completely disorganized, and the minute they get on their medication, they're just normal again. I'm like, whoa.
But you're talking about the real ones, because I have one of my best friends. Before I even heard of it, it wasn't a thing yet, and she actually does have ADHD. And I remember my dad always saying, "She's not stupid," because she kept getting really bad grades. He said, "Have you ever heard her read?" And and he was a teacher, and he said, "No, she's really smart. Something's wrong. Something's not getting done." But she actually has it, and she.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so she is one of the legit ones.
Right.
That when we would go shopping, to go to the store or something like that, and I'd say, "Hey, we got to get you a mocha or something, because caffeine would help her." I said, "You're driving me fucking nuts." So
no, that's true. Caffeine does help.
But here's also here's the scary part about that though, is how much of that is the fact that helps them, but also the fact that they have never actually bothered to learn skills that help with concentration in that.
Right,
like how many of those people are given?
They can't learn them
because
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like how much is that a crutch for them not to use that as a lot of people to use that?
Somebody saying,
that would be like somebody saying, "Why don't you just learn some seeing skills?"
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a little
okay.
Because the finish to that.
Cruise Control's saying here, because what he's trying to say is okay, but there's ways that you can adapt. You're not inept at adapting. You know what I'm saying? It's like the blind guy who didn't want to learn how to sign his name. I'm blind. I shouldn't have to learn how to sign my name.
But the finish to that I didn't get to was my nephew got diagnosed just because he's hyper. And so his
problem
put him on Adderall. That's a totally
Yes.
different. That's
Yes.
a totally
And-
different situation.
And then
So
it turns
that's
those
something-
people into
Right.
into
Yeah.
people who actually
Yeah,
have
it
the
does.
issue because they can't
Yeah.
deal with life without it. Just like alcoholics and their lack of emotional ability to deal with problems because they have they drink so much they numb their problem. They push them away. They don't think
Yeah.
about it.
Experience.
When they-
Experience.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Experience.
We went
absolutely.
there, did we? Okay, all
No,
right.
I mean, I don't have anything to be ashamed of. We all got our shit, you know.
But with my friend, I mean, she genuinely needed not just the coping. You're right; they do need the coping mechanisms, but there are people who actually have it. It's like everything else. Once it gets known that it's a thing, all of a sudden everybody sees it everywhere.
Yes.
You know, you didn't see
just-
it before. That's what the problem is.
Just like gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know about you guys, but I don't remember growing up with the word gay.
Oh,
I don't remember that. I remember there was a few people that I knew that were like, oh, he kind of acts like a girl, but we didn't have a name for it.
No.
It wasn't like,
disagree.
oh,
Actually,
he's effeminate or whatever.
A lot of kids used to say, "Oh, you're gay," or that kid's, just to
Yeah,
shit
but that
on,
was
to fuck with someone.
yeah, but that
It
was
was just an insult. It was just
that was just
retarded.
like you're being a
faggot,
sissy, you're being a
Mhm.
fat,
Yeah, it was-
you're
yeah,
doing
it was-
all that. That's
But I knew
different.
that was
That's different.
gay. Like I always knew that was a gay person. You know what I'm saying? We used to say faggot. Like it was okay to say that word back then. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right.
Yeah. I think.
I don't know, man.
I think that's definitely a lot of it's social, and a lot of it's not. That's a whole different can of worms to open up there, but it's definitely not just that it's more comfortable for people to be who they are now. It's a social contagion part.
Oh,
part of that.
yeah. No, I understand. But when you're talking about something like ADHD or some sort of learning disability, that's I call them invisible disabilities because disabilities are kind of like everybody. Aside from cruise control, everybody, all of us walk with a cane or have a guide dog or something like that, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like obvious. It's like, oh shit, that guy's blind. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You know?
They can see right away.
or
Oh,
at least,
dude's blind.
or at least partial. At least can't see, too far away or whatever, right?
I think-
Oh yeah.
But when you think about these invisible disabilities like ADHD,
Yeah.
autism, and some of those other things, it's like, okay, where does the line get drawn when you're saying
Mhm.
people are taking advantage of it, whereas there could be actually something physically wrong with their brain or their genes. With autism,
Yeah.
it's like a gene. It's a certain
Yeah.
certain chromosome that got defected.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but there's
And
just way too many people now. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
if that were the case,
I agree.
It wouldn't have been that way. And also, I think a lot of the thing that people don't realize about, and this is nothing against anybody in psychology, but there's a reason why it's called why it's called a soft science. Well, no,
He had to qualify that because I'm here.
Well, I just want to make sure you understand that I understand that psychology is necessary and it's definitely helpful in therapy and that kind of stuff. But also,
Right. It's
people
not like
think
music therapy.
people think that
Oh God.
people think that psychology is a hard science, and it's not.
Which-
It's not a hard science. It's not like
Well, but there's no, and that's the thing is that
it's an observed
You're-
science.
you're going to see that everywhere. And what it does is ADHD is valid. The autism is valid. The spectrum even is valid, but there is a desire for people to acquire
want to be on there. Want to be
Yeah.
on there. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
So
yeah,
it's very
I think
easy.
I want this.
Makes them special, and it
part-
makes them less
to be-
accountable for their own actions.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
to
what
be
it is.
part of the crust of my structure. I want this
Yeah.
to be part of me.
Because then I can say, oh, well, I don't really have to change. I don't have to actually look at myself and go, God, I do some stupid shit. I can go, well, I'll just take this pill.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Or you get recognition. You get
Yes. 'Cause
recognition for it.
I'll
like
tell you
everybody
what,
else.
man. I think I do a lot of stupid shit.
Of course.
Like
Well,
I
we
think
all
I think I'm a smart guy, but I can tell you that I do some stupid shit, and I'm
Of
like,
course. Oh, yeah, that's human
man,
nature.
dude, what
Oh,
the
we all do stupid
what
shit.
the
I mean,
hell?
I've done some dumb shit. I
Well,
can't say I'm immune from stupidity.
And
So-
it's like I have a serious allergy to any dairy products. And a while back in the 90s or early part of the millennium, lactose intolerance got cool.
Oh yeah,
Everybody wanted it.
Yeah.
actually, like
Same
like
with
late
gluten-free.
90s.
Yep.
Yeah, I
late-
do hear a lot about
late
the gluten-free
90s.
free shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
And I don't
remember,
actually
I remember
have
I was
that.
going to USC, and one of the guys that was my roommate was lactose intolerant, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. Yeah. But then everybody started talking about, and I don't even have that. I can't digest the casein proteins. So it's different. Like if I get dairy, it is brutal. I will be, if I get too much of it at all, which is a very iffy number, if I get a little bit, it's very unpleasant. But if it goes over the threshold, I could be basically over the toilet all day, just violently throwing up. And so, yeah, and I've always had that.
Can you
That's
be
why I have to
hospitalized
be.
for something like that? Is that is there-
If you went too long, you'd have to have an antiemetic. Yeah.
oh shit?
But no, I know how to. I keep very hydrated, but it's rough, and I've worked through it. Actually, I've been like, okay, and my clients, some of them know, and I'm like, okay, yeah, somehow there was a mix up. If I have to just run out, I'll be right back. Like I'm tough. I can do it, but it's miserable. And so when I hear people, oh, I'm lactose
That's just the
intolerant,
way it is.
but you'll get
Some things will never
people that'll
change.
they'll talk about it, like, oh yeah, I can't do dairy either. I just don't feel well when I eat it. I don't feel healthy. I'm like, oh bitch,
Like
you have no idea. It's
Well,
like
I still
worse
remember the
than
story you told about
salmonella.
the chicken with the buttermilk in it that you didn't realize.
That's
that
what it
had.
was. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah, it was the chicken strips, and I looked and it had it was fried. It was buttermilk fried chicken strips instead of regular ones.
Oh,
Similar
shit.
bag.
You'd never
And
know. You'd never know.
I would
that.
never know. And so that whole day at work, I knew something happened, and I'm like, okay,
You should have asked that older black lady.
I should have.
Well, oh, you know what? And thank
Jesus.
you, Louie. I was trying to. Well, I'll let Koala finish, and then I was just gonna end off with that whole situation with the old.
Oh
black
no.
lady.
But that's the thing, is like where things get really almost like people want to have problems. You're like, you don't actually want to have these problems. These are legitimate problems people have that create legitimate hardships in their lives. And why would we want that?
Hey,
Makes
cruise
you-
control. Remember we interviewed that guy who had Tourette's syndrome at one point, and remember he kept saying people think it's it's such a cool thing to have, and he's like, I don't like this shit. I
No.
don't like the fact that I'm busting out with nigger cunt, and things like, because he would. Remember when we were interviewing,
Yeah.
he kept doing that.
Yeah.
So same kind of thing. It's like
I'm sure that was a fun interview for
Well,
you, Max.
it was great, but it was
That's-
at the same time we were like, oh shit, this is real. Like this is what he really does.
Well, that's how sick it is that people, like, it's the same thing like people that say that they feel like they should be blind, like they should be disabled, or they should be, because people want to be, first of all, like I said, it makes you feel special because you're different. Oh, I'm neurodivergent, or I'm this, or I'm that. Oh, and I've got to do this and this. I've got this. Like, it's like I've got even people. I've got diabetes, and well, why are you eating that
shit.
chocolate bar?
That's not something you want. Yeah, exactly.
Or
I
whatever.
have clients that come in, they'll say, I have cervical spine disease. And I'm like, well, what do you have wrong? Like, well, I just told you. I said, well, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with your neck?
I want the rich white disease.
Yeah,
Right.
Privilege.
I have a disease, and it makes me very
that's
grumpy.
what white privilege is. Yeah, that's,
Yeah, white privilege.
yeah. You have a disease. Yeah, it's disease of
Well, I'd have to be using my regular name, but I actually came up with it. I said I have, such and such syndrome,
yes.
irritable such and such syndrome. And somebody was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it gets me
Koalatitis?
out of everything." Yeah, I said it just basically. Oh no, that's going to activate.
Koala-itis.
Koala-itis?
Koalitis.
Well, but it was funny. Just to
It's
go back
almost
to
like colitis, but not quite.
Right.
Koala-itis.
No, that happens when
Koalitis.
she has buttermilk chicken.
Yeah.
Colitis.
Oh no.
No. It's all throwing up. There's no going out the other end.
No black. No.
Oh,
no.
man.
Oh man, I'm about to say Vince McMahon would have been like, "Hey, come over and let me feed you some chicken so you can shit on my head."
Right. I could puke on his head. Maybe he'd take that.
Oh yeah.
I would do
That's
that.
even better.
Going back to the you
Give me
guys,
$1 million.
you mentioned the black lady, the one that got in the car with me, and
Yeah.
so she was telling me, well, my son goes to the blind center and they do all kinds of nice things for them, and I was just the one thing.
Lord.
What I wanted to say to her is, I'm sorry you have such low expectations for your own son. I mean, and that's kind of what a lot of times the family is the worst disability. It's not the actual disability; it's the family.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm going to defend the blind center.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
So, what if you were just one of those people?
Let him say his thing.
What if you were just a person who just got tired of having to deal with these people who gave you this low expectations? Because let's be honest.
You're getting that there.
You're getting that from the people who are actually like running the blind center. But the other people that you're hanging out with, you're going to be fucking in social aspects, because these people don't give a shit that they're blind, because you're already blind yourself. So there's no dealing with fucking people having to, well, I wouldn't date a blind person.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get fucked at the blind center?
So when have you heard of the story? I've heard some stories from these fucking places, man. It's like Young and the Restless, dude.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like
we
fucking,
know.
we fucking terrible.
We all went to camp. We know from our camp days what wild shit went down.
It's just like anybody else. You get a group of people
about any wild shit that went down.
You
I really don't.
Shit. I was a counselor too, though.
Can you tell me some stuff?
I mean, there was some fun. Well, yeah, I can off air.
Like,
there was a situation. I do know a situation that happened actually, Lucifer, when we were there.
Friends of mine basically snuck out the last night and had like a small orgy type thing on the trampoline downstairs.
Yeah, real shit. People were fucking on the playground. I like I said, I can tell you a story. I don't want to tell you on the air, but I will definitely tell you later.
Let's cut this show short. No, just kidding.
My
I
point.
went to the wrong place.
My point being that
you told me some stories about EHC too.
Yeah.
Koala.
Well, that's true, but I don't think we had an
come
orgy
on
on the
now.
cargo net.
Yeah, you might have other things happen though, because there was some.
And that was campers. That was when
shit
they
I was
snuck down
surprised.
as campers when they did that. So it
Hell
wasn't a
yeah.
counselor. Counselors, of course, are going to do things. They're counselors. They get to stay out later. They're going to do crazy shit. I'm talking about campers doing shit.
Oh yeah.
But my point
at
is,
EHC they used to let campers smoke.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let them do that at Bloomfield.
but I guarantee you that if we all went to the blind center, just hung out like in their little, there's like 5 different couple fucking dramas and all this kind of, and it allows you to be social with the group that's not going to give you the same kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, hey, it's not like someone's going, hey, you want to go out with me? No, you're blind.
Right.
Oh, okay. There's not going to be any of that.
I mean, okay. I've nobody's ever actually straight up said, I don't want to go out with you because you're blind. They may have not shown interest or been like, well, nah. But fuck, dude, I don't.
It's like old folks' homes, man. Like old folks' homes where they
I don't let that
sneaking
deter
into
me.
each other's room and fucking. They're doing that all the time.
Sure.
These old people are like the people that work there. Now, Betty, take your meds. Okay. All right. Bye. Good night, Betty. Good night,
she's
Tim.
sucking dick
All
after
right.
she's
And then
taking
later,
her
cortisone
or whatever.
did they go to sleep? All right. Let's go.
Right? Well,
Betty, why do you have shit on your head?
Oh, let me. You know what? Let me bust a hole in your
They
depends.
go in the next day. They go, oh, Betty, you made a mess of yourself. Yes, I did. Oh, I really did. Oh, how did you get in your hair? I don't know. And last night there's like 5 guys and they're training her.
Yeah. One of them was. He thought he was coming and he took a shit instead.
Yeah, and their caretakers are like, oh, poor Betty. She had an accident during the evening when really she's just getting shit on by a bunch of
She
dudes.
must have shit on her pillow and then laid in it.
Yeah, it's like
take a shit on my pillow.
I really wish poor Betty. Well, Betty's like living it up, like just getting like just fucking railed in 3 holes at once, and
Damn.
like Betty, you dropped your dentures on the floor here. Oopsie. Poor Betty. All night without your dentures. It must have been terrible. It was terrible.
How'd your hearing aids get on the ceiling?
Hearing aids on the ceiling. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dancing on the ceiling.
Why are your hearing aids
Oh,
stuck to the
ceiling. When your
Why-
teeth stuck in the ceiling.
what is that stuff holding your hearing aids to the ceiling? What is that white?
Bob, Bill, and Fred, they have a great appetite this morning. We're so happy about
Exactly.
that.
They're all you're a little chipper this morning. Yeah.
Well, I had a good night's sleep.
Same thing with the blinds. They're like, okay, we're gonna fucking make some baskets today, and they're all whispering each other. Did you fuck Jim? Oh, you fucking bitch! You fucking, and they're all fucking. And it's like, okay, we're gonna go on a field trip today. All right, that's great.
But you know what? Here's the thing, though, man. You got to be pretty socially retarded, for if nobody, you can't get in any other social circle, man.
Hey, a lot of times people can't, man. Especially nowadays.
But you got to be I guess you're pretty
of course
gone in that.
Or
case.
they don't care. They don't want to. Like I said, they want to put the effort. They want to get the effort. They want to Verizon wireless shit. That should be our new term. They're going to Verizify.
Let's get Verizon wireless, man.
Or they're going to Verizify you. You've been Verisified.
You get Verisified, man.
Like they don't want to fucking.
Or maybe the
effort.
Maybe they went blind later in life. I mean, we don't know his backstory either.
True.
He could need to be there.
Yeah.
But I do have a funny one. I don't remember if I ever told you this. It was about people that do exactly what that lady did to you, except it was just ongoing. So I'm in Wyoming with my brother and his family, and he and my nephew and I were in the grocery store and we're shopping. And so we get to the checkout counter and she's, oh, you can't see. And I said,
this is a funny story.
Yeah. So I said, yeah, I can't. She's, oh, there's a wonderful map that's tactile in the visitor center at blah, blah, because we're in Jackson Hole and it's a big ski town.
Jackson Hole?
Wonderful. Yeah. Jackson Hole.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So we're and she's like, there's a wonderful tactile map, and she's going off. I said, oh, thank you. I don't really read those very well. But you should, because they've done so much for you guys, and da 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 da. And she's going off.
Here we go.
But this is the clincher. She just won't let up, and everybody behind us is seeing that I'm really ready to just punch her in the face. And so now right by Jackson Hole is the mountains, and they're called the Tetons. And so says, oh, I just wish with all my heart that you could touch the Tetons. And my brother is just quick-witted. He's like, oh, she's going to. We're taking her to the strip club tonight. But she didn't get it.
And she didn't get the joke, did she?
No, she didn't. She's like, she just keeps rolling along, and these guys behind me are like,
and everybody got the joke but her, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't find that very funny.
I find that
offensive. I'm offended.
Are you triggered again?
Women?
He's triggered.
Triggered again?
He's
I'm
triggered.
triggered.
We're objectifying women.
Yes, it's terrible. Women deserve better. Women deserve.
Even though I was the one getting
women deserve
offended.
to touch the Tetons.
That's right.
Yes, damn right.
Yes,
women deserve. Why can't men touch the Tetons?
Well, because you weren't there. If you were blind, we could have arranged it for you. And I mean, if you were there,
I think that's you know what? That's blind privilege. God damn it! Oh wait, I'm blind too.
There is blind privilege, by the way.
Yeah, yes, there is. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. That's the lower expectations. It's blind privilege.
Yep. Like you get out of things that and you're like, man, why the fuck? I don't really.
Man, I had so many sighted kids. They'd be like, hey, man, there's a girl right there. Just go touch her ass.
Oh!
They won't suspect you to do that. They won't expect you. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that shit.
I got this one motherfucker. I got this dude. Okay, his name's Eddie. I don't give a fuck. I'll put his name out there.
Asshole.
Shit, Eddie, asshole. He's a dumb motherfucker. Anyway, he's you know who he's what's her name's boyfriend, cruise control, Patricia, that you met at Leopard's house.
Okay. Yeah.
The one that talked about punching the guy or whatever.
Oh yeah, the obnoxious biatch.
Yeah, the obnoxious biatch. Well, this is her boyfriend, just as obnoxious. And he keeps saying, man, I'm going to take you to a strip club one day, dude. You're going to be able to get away with all. And I'm like, no, I won't. And he's like, no, dude, I'm telling you, you'll get to go in there and you get to grab tits. And you get to do. I'm like, no, I won't. That'll get us kicked the fuck out of there, dude. You don't.
I've tried it before, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, motherfucker, I went to one time to a strip club. Some friends took me to one. It was boring as fuck.
Oh god.
And they were just like, so the one guy felt bad, and he's like, all right, man, I'm gonna go tell him it's your birthday. So he lied and told him it was my birthday, just so they would bring me on the stage and do a lap dance for me,
Oh god.
And well, of course, I couldn't touch anything. I had to sit on my hands. That's the first thing they told me. You got to sit on your hands. I'm like, well, what the fuck's the point of the goddamn?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
You can't touch the Tetons.
I can't touch the Tetons. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You were Tetonless, dude. That's like a country song. I couldn't touch
Tetons.
My life was so hard. Except I was hard, but my life was so hard.
My life was hard. I couldn't touch the Tetons with my big schlong.
No.
Anyway.
Tetons. No Tetons for me.
No Tetons. No nipple.
Tetone Nazi. The Tetone Nazi.
Tetone Nazi. Tito Nazi.
Let's take a blind guy to a strip club.
No Teto's for you.
Dumb motherfucker. Every time I see this dumb son of a bitch, this is the first thing he talks about. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, you just don't get it, man. I'm like, no, you just don't get it, you dumb fuck.
What, man? What, dude?
Yeah, have you not observed the rule? Have you never seen?
Oh, but there we go. But see, there it is with my cruise controls talking about the low expectations. He assumes that I'm going to go in there and just be able to carry on like that. And they're just going to be
no, because they don't want to be touched. That's the rule, unless you're paying for like a private, private.
Then they'll let you shit on their head.
Right.
At that point,
you got to have more money.
If you pay them $1 million, it's on.
Damn right.
But you better pay up.
Even if you say you're going to pay her $3 million, but you just pay her $1 million.
Yeah,
right.
It's on,
dude. It's on when I shit my long. Oh
man. So
that would actually be a funny thing to just can I touch the Tetons, but hey, can I shit on your head?
Whoa.
I got a shit fetish. Can I
that escalated quickly.
Do it as a blind person, it'd blow their fucking mind. Like you're a blind dude.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I'm not just gonna touch their Tetons. I'm gonna ask shit on their head. That dude would be like, I guess you could, but
let me leave a shit stamp on your temple.
And I might miss because I'm blind. I might miss the mark a little bit.
So instead of getting it on your temple, I might get a little bit on your eyelash or something.
See that dude, guys, you guys are suffering from the oppression of low expectations. Just because you're blind does not mean you can't precisely drop a log on someone's head.
Okay. Now he's being too serious for the joke that I'm making.
Well, you'd have to squat and feel your head.
Are you saying a blind man can't shit on someone's skull with accuracy?
That's no, I've never tried.
It's anal accuracy, man.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know how much accuracy the other dude had, so
right?
Yeah. Well, that's the corporate way, man. That's what they do. They spatter each other's tonsils with pieces of last night's dinner, man. Trigger out their gag reflex.
It's like a dropped
turn your
walk.
Tonsils into a toilet.
I think I'm triggered now.
Triggered? Well, my sphincter may have got triggered too. It's kind of like, I was thinking about this too today. You guys ever get asshole bulimia?
Is that why you want to take a break right now?
I'm going to be pissing in a second. Yeah, I will be pissing. But I do want to say, asshole bulimia. So what's happening is you think you're done shitting, right? You're like, all right, I'm good. I'm getting ready to wipe. You start wiping, and you're like, there's going to be more. Oh, fuck. So you sit back down on the toilet, and then it's just like, it's almost like jamming your finger down the throat, making you puke. So now it's the other way. When you're jamming paper, tissue up your asshole and your butthole's going, oh, wait, and then you butt barf,
So it's like being lactose intolerant, but no.
The other way.
It was intestinal tractose intolerant. Yes.
So it's like a wave that comes after and says you're not yet done.
Right. As soon as you wipe your ass, it's almost like something with you shoving something up there triggers it, where it's like, oh wait, I got shit more, or something.
That is a normal reaction if you have diarrhea or loose stool.
Yeah, or if you or drinker shits on a Saturday.
It was a drinker shit.
Yeah,
that's what
Saturday
it was.
drinker shit.
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah,
Saturday
it happens.
Shit. That's exactly what it was.
It can happen, because anytime you're stimulating that orifice, it can
yes
result in.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought it was.
Sorry,
that's why I called it asshole bulimia.
Maybe that's what the problem is. That Vince's butt went by her head, and she just absently put her thumb up there, and just bloom, a big old fucking sprout of brownie shower.
All right. On that note,
maybe you're wiping a little too aggressively.
Yeah,
well, that could be too. That could be too. I want to just make sure I get my asshole clean. That's all I'm trying to do.
Like he's got a clenched face. He's like fucking got a fucking.
Oh man, I'm like, yeah,
dude. Aggressive dude, over aggressive wiping.
I'm like, oh, get that shit
fucking
wiped.
just grinding
because I don't want any Klingons. You know what I'm saying? So, which by the way, guys, keep doing your thing. I'm gonna go get some beer, take a piss. My usual ritual.
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 Okay, baba.
Oh yeah.
Ritual.
I don't.
Okay,
ritual.
Go ahead.
You guys talk.
Don't forget your magic. Don't forget your magic cell.
that would have. It's blind shell.
Yeah,
whatever
it's the blind shell.
Magic shell's that old school syrup that dried on magic shell.
No,
you don't remember magic shell?
No.
Magic shell was this old. They still have it, syrup basically. That
it ain't Aunt Jemima.
No, right?
No, it's like chocolate syrup that instead of just like going on ice cream, it would go on ice cream and harden.
Oh, right. It's it does the dip cones. Yeah,
it hardens on ice cream basically.
Oh, so okay, gotcha.
That's called Magic Shell that came out, and in the that's what Vince McMahon. Hey, you want to get Magic Shelled? What's that? It's where I shit on you, and then you won't take a shower. It has to dry, it'll just dry there and just form like a coating. It's being disgusting's fun. It's so much fun.
Well, that's the funniest thing I've heard all day is aggressive wiping.
Yeah, aggressive. It's aggressive. Give it to me. Fucking digging it in there like
I don't know what he does in there.
Fucking god, it's like confetti falling out. It's all.
She said if you're doing aggressive wiping, you might stimulate it to poop out more.
It's like
maybe.
That's true. It's like there's a new Charmin aggressive.
Right?
Are you a bulimic, but you don't want to take more laxatives?
Quadruple layered for your aggressive wiping needs. Dig in. Charmin aggressive. Dig in.
Oh.
New fire hose bidet.
I don't know.
You ever have bulimia where you shove you cause your ass to gag? Oh, everyone got quiet. All right.
Oh man.
No, but I mean, if you're pushing up something there, it's gonna be.
I guess so. I guess
it's gonna trigger some more to come out.
It's gonna fight back.
He did say it's kind of like like sticking your finger in your mouth like a balloon.
Yeah, it's like when it's like when
Oh,
the
you guys are still talking about
how
butthole
far
bulimia,
is your finger? Yeah,
you're still
Maxwell,
talking
how
about
far is your
asshole
finger
bulimia.
going up your ass?
aggressive wiping, dude.
Yeah, well, that could be. It could be that. Wow, I can't believe you guys are still on this topic as you know. As
It's only been like 2 minutes, dude. It's like you went for a fucking 20-minute walk, bro.
Oh yeah, but it felt like a long. I don't know, longer.
Did
like
you
maybe
do some
3 minutes.
aggressive wiping?
I don't know, but I did some aggressive shaking. I guess I had to piss, so I had to shake it. I was like MC Shy D, shake it, shake it.
I pulled my dick from aggressive shaking.
Shake it up.
Shake it up.
Come on and shake it up. Oh, the Cars, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, speaking of music, what do you guys want to get into the countdownery?
Oh boy, what year should we do?
I was thinking, man, let's do a 90s. How about 94, dude?
Didn't we do 94?
There's not going to be anything interesting in the 90s. But there could be. There could be.
How about
What
early
songs you remember?
90s? How about 1991 or something like that?
Oh, 91? Okay.
Okay, that could be good. That could be good.
So
All right,
we
let's
want
see.
this week in 1991, right?
Yeah.
January, whatever, 28th,
Disney.
28th, 29th, whatever the fuck it is. So, let's see.
All
What
right,
was
let's
the-
see. Okay,
what was-
let's see. Okay, how about this? Billboard Hot 100 from January 12th, 1991. How's that?
All right, cool.
That's
Let's try
pretty
that.
much that's pretty much close by. It's about a week off. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go back to 20 here. We'll start with 20. All right. So 20, just to start, it's a Mariah Carey song.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's going to be
Vision of Love, maybe?
Someday.
No.
Oh,
no.
yeah, I was thinking someday. That's possible.
It takes
Love Takes Time.
Love
Yes.
takes time.
Oh, I
Love
hated that
takes
song
time to
Yeah.
heal
when you're
it
hurting
so
much.
Aggressively wiping your ass.
Yes, while you shit all over my head.
Wipes take time to heal when you're wiping your butt.
So just use my head.
Yo, I hated
Wipe
that
my
song. Real
ass
shit.
with your head. You hated that song?
I did. I used to hate that song, man. I was like,
I don't want to leave you.
Mhm.
Now he sounds like Celine Dion.
Yeah, and one thing
She's kind of similar in some ways.
No.
I always thought she reminded me of Whitney Houston in some ways, but that's
Yeah, but she was
Yeah.
not Whitney caliber.
well, one thing
She was close.
She was they were both in different. They had different.
Yeah,
Different
you could tell the
styles.
difference,
Yeah.
but they were very similar sounding to me, at least. I kind of found them to be.
She
very-
didn't sound like she had her lockjaw like Celine Dion. Oh
wow, Celine Dion's a different. Yeah. I'm talking about Whitney. I'm talking about Whitney versus Mariah.
Lockjaw. Stepped on
Lockjaw.
nail.
That's funny.
Did fail.
'Cause I'm your lady.
You know what's funny?
Now he sounds like Cher.
Oh, shit, that too. That
She had
too.
that. She had that.
Cher was
lockjaw,
more
too.
like only you believe in life.
No,
after
she-
death.
No, it'd be no, it's if I could turn back time.
Oh, there you go.
If I could find her way. She had that same kind of thing to her voice.
Yeah, yes.
I got my baby in here, phone here, home. I hear ready when I shit out my hole.
So, all right, man. Moving on.
Love-
Number 19.
All right, yeah, 19. Let's see. 19 is this is a person who was famous at that time who had another hit song called All Night Long.
Lionel Richie?
No, this is she had another hit song,
it's a woman.
Kathy Dennis, Just Another Dream.
Oh,
I remember Kathy Dennis.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's one of those artists who was really big back then, but
For like
never
2
actually.
songs.
But yeah, like
She
with
said,
All
"Love me,
Night,
baby, drive me crazy." That was her, right?
and I think the other one was Just Another Dream.
No, it was. Is this for real or is it just another dream?
Oh, was
Yeah, I
that the
think
one?
I think Rick Astley might have been back up on that because there was like a just another dream on there.
I just remember she had a song called "So Many Walls." That was another one. So many walls have been built in between
That was her?
us. Yeah, it's Kathy Dennis.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
What?
Yeah, that was Kathy Dennis.
Too
Yeah,
many dreams.
That was. I actually kind of like that song. I like that
Yeah,
song.
that's actually better than the other two.
Max Ashley.
Max Astley. Damn. Nigga. He went at me.
She was
All
hot.
right.
She was hot as hell, Kathy Dennis, by the way.
But yeah, she was an English chick.
Okay, so next is one of those rocking songs, man, by Poison.
Something to believe in.
Yes, give me something to believe in.
That there's a Lord above. Look at the homeless sleeping on the sidewalks. Whatever, yeah. Okay, that was.
Here's one that I did not like.
All right.
Will to Power.
Oh, the remake.
Yeah, that song's annoying anyways.
Yeah.
That's the original is Paul McCartney, isn't it? I think.
No, I don't think so.
Big boys don't cry. Ooh, it's been a long time for me.
I don't think so. So I'm not in love, so don't.
No,
it's like slow
the
song.
original
Just
was-
because.
yeah.
No, I know the
terrible
song you're talking
song.
about. I thought that's Paul McCartney.
No, it was somebody else, but it's a hideous song.
Yeah,
I always hated that song.
It's so sad.
Well, it used to creep me out with the girl going, "Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry." I was always like, "What the fuck's she saying?" So,
Just because.
all right. So the Will to Power remake version.
Yeah. Then next one is a George Michael song, which is actually George Michael was actually very fucking talented.
He is pretty good. Which one was that?
It was Freedom.
Freedom in '91.
Yeah, freedom. You got to give it what you say.
Now, remember with Wham, he had a song too called
"Freedom." I don't. That's actually a good song too. That's my favorite Wham song. If you have, I don't think to been around. But yeah, that was George Michael, man. He
okay.
Gone,
like
dude.
Fast
He's another
Love by
one.
him. That was later, but
Yeah, but I don't. But yeah, this is freedom. Got to give it to what to take.
Okay, I forgot about that song.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Louie's completely silent. Louie's not. What do you think about?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Lou. Man, we kind of been.
No. What is your thought about George Michael, Louie? Are you a George? Do you like George Michael?
He's fine.
He's fine. Which means hell no. You can be honest.
He's all right. I mean, he's okay. Here's the problem with me and the late 80s or mid 80s to early 90s. I was listening to nothing but rap music.
Oh,
so every once in a while, I'm like, who are you guys even talking about right now? I have no idea.
It's funny because
but you know what, Louie, check this out, man. I tried to front like that, but I still was hip to what was happening. Just because I try to play it off like, yo, man.
back then, you couldn't really not be hip to at least some of what was happening. Like,
right, because you heard it.
Yeah,
on
I mean,
MTV.
I know some of the more famous stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If it was like a Madonna or something like that, I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, I know.
See, that's the difference between today. I don't think. I think today, like, I think if the world were like it was back then, even grandparents knew about who like Michael Jackson was and George Michael. Now I have no fucking idea.
No, I mean, so that's the thing. I know who George Michael is. I know who George Michael is, and I know the Freedom song. I do know that.
I might know a few key people, but you're right. I'm not very
like today. Like I have absolutely no idea who anybody is.
Oh yeah, you'll see
the fucking charts, and nobody does except anybody who actually pays attention to that. But back then, you could not pay attention to it.
True.
Yeah. It was kind of like part of the. It's like part of the landscape of the 80s and 90s.
Of everything.
It's just
because so it was.
Well, and you also didn't have iTunes and things like that, so you had the radio. So you were
that's all you had.
Kind
the radio.
Subject
that's
to
all you had. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So where now you can turn that off if you want. Just
so
be like, oh,
so if I was if I was listening to rap music, but my mom was listening to like Michael Jackson, I knew a lot of Michael Jackson stuff because of her.
Yeah. Well, if your mom was listening to the radio at all.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. He would hear some of it. Like if anybody was, because
Michael Jackson and Prince and all them guys.
Yeah, the main stations would play Poison, then they play Michael Jackson.
Right.
So you'd hear all of that shit, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" You get everything. And now it's called atomization, where we're all in our own shit now, and no one knows anything about that kind of music. So let's see what else we got here.
All right, 15. We're at 15 now, right?
15 was This is another fucking shit song. Oh God, I hate this band. Oh God. Like, it's got a number in it. That's all I'll say. It's another fucking remake.
Who's that?
Fucking. And then you smell so sweet. You know, you could
have been a
yeah.
worse than Bruce Hornsby.
When you say it,
Yep.
and you say
I
the
hate
way you
them
do
too,
the
man.
thing you do. It's what a shitty.
What a crazy thing you do. I
No,
like the way
everything-
you do the things you do.
The original song was fucking a great song.
You know,
This
you
song
coulda
was
been-
just
Could have been a candle.
yeah.
I mean,
It actually.
Yeah. The old version is way better.
Oh
Oh,
God,
fuck
that new
yeah.
version sounds like that's what they say by the term antiseptic, like, or what's the like disinfected music, like just fucking completely like
microwave music.
I call it fuckerized music.
yeah,
it is. It's
fuckerized.
fuckerized. Yeah,
But
exactly.
fuck-
Everything-
They destroyed it, man.
Is everything that they did a cover?
Yes,
Like on the
A
radio?
lot of it.
Yeah.
I said. Well, I don't think Red Red Wine was. I
Red
think
Red Wine was a cover
No,
too,
Red Red
which I
Wine
found out.
it was the Neil Diamond song.
Yeah, that's what I found out later. It was a Neil Diamond song. I was
yeah,
like,
fuck
what?
those guys. God, they were terrible.
Yep, everything
Everything
they
they
did
did
was a cover. Yep.
Fuck them.
And they try to make it like Jamaican to
Son
be
of a
cool, I
bitches.
guess.
Right.
Puerto
And how do you
Rican.
cover Al Green and make him suck? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not cool. That is not cool.
I still remember their version of Wise Men Say.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
They were
That was a garbage-ass song, too.
Fuck those guys. They could
Okay,
suck.
yeah. So it's the way you do
Yeah.
things to do. Okay.
We
so that's
all agree
15.
on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So number 14 was
Somebody's gonna start aggressively wiping in here in a
oh
second.
my God.
Aggressive
my
like
my
puking.
asshole is UB40. Fuck, you guys are punching my sphincter. All right, next is
14.
is a Nelson song.
Oh wow.
Nelson.
Nelson?
After the Rain.
I don't even remember that.
What?
Remember
How does
Nelson?
that go?
I remember the band, but I don't remember that song
Let's see
unless
if
I
can
heard
find
it. Maybe.
Let's see if I can find
Although
it.
it's hard to hear it
remember
over
that.
your thing. I think.
No, I'm going to just see if I can remember it myself real quick.
What's After the Rain? No, I've heard of that. The name of that song.
Nelson, they
I
had another
remember-
huge hit. They had one huge hit, but
They were like kind of hair bandy yet.
Yeah.
Weren't they like the
Were
hair
they?
bands that were going out, sort of, kind of, you know? But yeah, he's gonna dig it up real quick. Let's see. Nelson. Huh, fuck, I remember that name, but I don't remember, that particular song.
The only Nelson I know is Willie Nelson.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to road again. I can't wait to blow my load again. Stick my penis
He
in
really
places
did
where it's never been.
Willie did some good stuff.
I'm just gonna take a
This is
shit right
right.
on your chin.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we got a Whitney song. This is when Whitney started getting a little more funky.
Wait. What happened to the Nelson
What
song?
happened to
First of
Nelson?
all?
Do you
I couldn't
remember?
remember. It was some shitty.
It wasn't
song,
something
but I
you
don't-
remembered. Okay.
Okay.
Is
I
it
didn't remember
the
it either, so.
I'm Your Baby Tonight?
Yes, it is very good.
You like
Oh
that song?
yeah, that makes sense.
I said
Yeah.
funky. I didn't like that song that much. It was like
Okay, yeah, I
No,
thought
no.
it was kind of cheese. You
It's
know.
all right.
Totally
It's
cheesy.
all right.
Bop
Yeah.
by me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm your baby tonight.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
Oh god, yeah, she started doing that shit. Wow.
All right, so that-
Wiping and aggressively wiping.
aggressively wipe with aggressive. I will aggressively wipe.
Oh, no.
Shit on your face again. All right,
Take my lunch. And
next is Winger, Miles Away.
Winger, another hair band carry out as a
What?
Miles
What is
Away.
that?
I don't remember that one either. Yeah. Miles Away by Winger. I remember Winger, but I don't really
It's not a
remember.
million miles. No, that's a different song.
What is what do they sing? What does Winger sing? That's pop. That you know of. That's famous.
Shit. You know what? I know the name.
Because I've heard of the name of that band, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they sing though.
Well, this song was
And I bet you-
Miles Away. See, it's kind of generic.
I don't. Yeah.
But the next
Uh,
one, see, you listen to rap,
yeah.
so you'll know this one. This is
Yeah.
this is the follow-up to the Vanilla Ice's biggest hit. And it was
Play that funky
Play
music?
that funky music.
Oh,
That's
Oh, wow.
no.
That was number
awful.
12?
That was number 11. Yeah.
11. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So that was
funny story about that. A lot of us didn't really like Vanilla Ice, right?
Yeah.
But there was a couple of there was actually one of my friends had the actual whole album on tape.
Oh, I did too.
That's-
Shit.
Yeah.
I
And
had
so
it.
I liked the D Train. Stop that
This train, I wanna
I
get off.
wanna get off.
Yep.
That
Where's
was
talking
the
about-
I was like,
that
oh,
one was good.
I was like,
what was the other one?
that's pretty badass right there, man.
That was pretty dope. And then he had a few songs that were pretty nice. He had You're Hooked. Remember that song, You're Hooked?
Maybe.
You're Hooked.
It's been a while.
but that one was not. Play Your Funky Music was not. That was
Yeah,
that
Play
No,
It Safe.
that was
Nah,
terrible.
that
Terrible.
was like whoever thought that would be the next let's make that the next big hit. Like
Well, because
Yes,
it was
yes,
a copy
yes.
it was a sample, so they figured, oh, that's gonna be dope.
Terrible.
Yeah.
it was really, really good, man. He played that funky
He
music.
played that funky music, white boy.
And he's a white boy.
Yeah, let's
you
do
see,
that.
you see the
See how
play
that
on
works.
words? No.
All right,
Shit was dope.
the next one, I'm gonna just give you one little music line, and you'll know exactly who it is.
All
All
right.
right.
Den, 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 den.
Oh,
yeah.
God. CNC
Music Factory.
God, that was
CNC
everywhere.
Music Factory.
Mhm.
Okay,
You know
okay. So funny enough, the guy who goes,
Freedom.
move,
The rapper.
groove. That
Yeah, his
guy.
name's
That
Freedom.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He sounded. He almost sounded like Ice-T. I was like,
That's-
is
you know what?
Ice-T
That's what I thought too, man. I
Is
was like,
Ice
dude
T
sounds-
doing a little cameo in this song or what?
right? It was almost. You know what it put me in mind of? Remember CB4 when they had that character named Wacky D that everybody was all into, and
I'm not sure.
it was actually Kumo D doing the vocals for the
Oh,
Wacky D.
was it?
Yep.
Okay.
But
I'll
this was the same shit. I know
Man,
what you're saying. He
Kumo D
sounded
was
like Ice-T.
badass, man.
I like Kumo D.
Oh, Kumo
I'll
D
just-
Yeah,
dope.
he was
Oh,
bad.
Kumo
He was
D's
he was
yeah.
bad.
Oh, hell yeah.
I go to work like a
I go to work. Yeah,
I rock the mic. You got to like the way I
I go to
operate.
work. I go to work is one of the baddest.
yeah,
Badass ass song.
Hell yeah.
And let's go is great.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, and Death
Yeah.
Flow. Remember where
Yeah.
he goes back at LL? Yeah.
Go
yeah.
see the doctor.
Dum,
Yeah,
dum,
the
dum,
thing that I
dum.
hated, the one that I hated that everybody liked was
Wild
the Wild
Wild
West.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
I
I
was like,
fucking hated that song.
Eh,
was a
fast forward that
stupid-ass-
shit.
I remember
That
partying
reminds me.
out
Yeah,
in the dark with the girlies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that reminds me
Yeah,
of
it's so
camp.
stupid.
Everyone did the Wild Wild Cabin for their cabin inspection song. The
Oh,
Wild Wild
probably.
Cabin.
Oh wow.
Probably, yeah.
Terrible.
The Wild
But
Wild
I'll
Cabin?
end that
I don't
song
remember
by
that.
just saying
Yeah.
That was that chick that was really fat and they didn't want her in their
Yeah,
in their videos,
that's true.
or
Right.
whatever.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Margaret
she
Watts,
did all
yeah.
the singing and then they had someone else in the video.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was
it
another
created
girl
a
in the
whole
video.
controversy. Yeah.
Same thing with
Wow.
Black Box. That was
Okay.
another group too from the '90s that they had her vocals on, and they didn't want her in the video.
Wow.
Strike it up. That was another one.
Yeah, that's
It's like it's almost like backwards Nilly Vanilli. Like
Pretty much.
they wanted
Yeah,
them. They wanted them in the videos, and they couldn't sing.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly. Where she could sing, but they just didn't want her in the video. Yeah, yeah. You're right. Backwards Milli Vanilli. That's funny.
Like what the hell?
All right, so
All right,
let's
so Everybody dance now.
let's see what's next here. Number 9 is that was Everybody Dance. Number 9 is another band that was huge by that time and just fell apart or disappeared.
Right.
I don't wanna bet this feeling.
Oh, Wilson Phillips?
Yes.
Oh.
Impulsive. Yep, yep.
Reckless, lose myself in your shit.
God, I
Oh.
hate them.
I don't
You know what?
remember-
I
I
like
don't
that
remember
song.
that
Hold
song
on
at
for one
all.
more day. That's a good song. That's a
Break
good song.
free from the chain.
Seriously, one more day. What does it mean? Have
It's
you
about
ever
somebody-
listened to the lyrics?
Yeah, it's about somebody committing suicide or who wants to commit suicide.
Ooh.
What?
Wow.
You didn't know
Yeah.
that?
Whoa. No,
Yeah.
I just thought it didn't make any
I
sense.
know that
No,
there's
listen-
pain.
listen
Don't
to the
want you
lyrics.
to blow out your brains. Don't want you to blow out your brains.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, no, listen to the lyrics of that. It's about somebody wanting to commit suicide, and they're
Yeah.
talking to him, and they're like, "Hey, hold on for one more day." Now, it's actually I like the lyrics in that. Well, once I found out you're right, I had the same feeling you
Right.
did about the song.
You find out what it was, what is about. Yeah.
But then once I found out what the lyrics were about, I was like, hold up. And then I listened to them, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, they are talking about suicide.
Yeah, that's what certain songs do to me too. Like I'll be like, that song is so stupid, and then I'll kind of like go back to it, and I'm like,
find out what it
oh
means.
snap!
It's,
Oh,
it's
no,
interesting
they
because
were-
the song is a hopeful song, so it does kind of make sense.
Huh.
Right.
But
Okay.
it is like
Yeah, yeah.
about and yeah. So that was a bit. This is the other one. I don't wanna be on your feeling.
Yeah, that one wasn't too good. I was kind of like, I ain't feeling that one. But
it's all right. Better
But-
than anything out today. Most of that shit out today.
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's just
Oh,
basically
yeah.
about I'm gonna get laid tonight, and that's what
Basically,
we're
I
gonna
just
I
wanna
don't
get
want to
fucked.
be impulsive. Rest and take a face full of shit.
do.
Take a face full of shit while you're pulling down your
I
pants.
want to be
now.
repulsive.
Stand above my head.
Aggressive wiping.
Aggressive wiping.
Aggressive
From
wiping,
a
aggressive
drinker
spraying.
shit. Aggressive spray. All right, so let's see what's next here. The next is this is Louie Lokes. This is how Louie Loke got his wife.
Oh,
he
no.
played this song. Yes, it's because Louie, you're a man with sensitivity.
Ability.
A
A
man
man
like me.
me. Ralph Tresvant.
Ralph
I thought that was
Tresvant.
90 for some reason. I thought
But
that was like,
it was probably not. Remember, this is January of '91, so
oh, okay. So it was still okay. Yeah, so it was rollover
that was when
from
songs
December.
actually lasted for like 6 months on the charts. You hear them
Okay, that's
over
right.
and over.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah, that was his big song because he had one big hit outside of New
That was
Edition,
it.
and that was it.
He had another song though called "Last Night," which was pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm not. That was the huge one. That was.
But that was the big one. Yeah,
that hold me.
that man to hold you tight.
Yeah. Oh, the next one is this is by Surface.
Oh, sir. Oh, wait. Is it?
Oh, you know what? I think I know this. Unfortunately, it's got to be that one.
The first time.
The first time I saw
Through
you,
your eyes, I
I
cried.
cried.
Oh God, dude.
Yep, that's the one.
We fell in love.
Yes, yes.
That was the
yes.
cute. That was like, dude. That was
That's
that was that
right.
was when R&B was good, man. That would have got a girl crying. That would have
Yeah,
got her.
that would've got
That would have
some
got her dripping.
Yeah,
You'd have
yeah.
got some pussy from that song. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think I would have found it not masculine. What are we crying? What?
Well, you were a rocker chick. You know, you were kind of like,
She wants that aggressive,
yeah, you want
aggressive.
some- yeah, hell yeah, you want a roughneck.
Oh, this top five is gonna make you guys okay.
Okay,
So
fine.
number 5. This is number 6 was one of the most annoying songs back then, and she's actually a pretty decent artist. Her first song was really good, but this is what happened. This is what Vince McMahon did all over her head.
Oh no!
It was he went do 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 do
Oh,
do
God,
do.
Yeah, what's
no.
the fuck's her
Tom's
name?
Diner.
Susan
Susan
I
Vega.
know,
Susan Vega.
Susan Vega. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Because Luca's actually a
Luca
good
was
song.
dope. Luca was good.
I,
song.
my name is Luca.
I
live
live
Yeah.
on the
upstairs
second
from. You know what that
Yeah,
song's
that's
about, right?
about abuse. Yeah.
About child abuse. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just guess you'd never seen me before. You hear something, but
Late
then she
at
made
night.
this, and this song was that God reminds
It was wretched.
I don't know what the fuck she was talking about in that song. But she had another song called "Blood Makes Noise," which was pretty good. I like that
Blood
one.
makes noise.
Noise.
Na, 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 na.
I feel. Listen to me, doctor.
Yeah.
Would you listen to me? Yeah, yeah.
But this song was everywhere, and I was sitting on the toilet, and my butt had bulimic, and my butthole was bulimic. So I slammed inside some
Aggressively wiping and
And I made pineapple spray in.
You can put any lyrics to that shit,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
as
could.
long as you say,
Yeah, as long as it's in that rhythm.
Yeah.
I just came home from the doctor and my balls were starting to swell up, and yeah, hell yeah, you could.
I went into a T-Mobile, but it actually was Metro, and the Indian guy there said,
serving
Don't
up
talk
this
about my
morning.
people like that.
He said, and then
I got back into my Uber and I finally got
and
Metro.
the Uber driver said,
Well, okay, Louis, since you were big into hip hop back then, remember a rapper named Nikki D? She sampled that song called Daddy's Little Girl. The song was called Daddy's Little Girl, and she sampled that song. Remember that? What Daddy don't know won't hurt him. Daddy's Little Girl. She used that same sample.
Oh yeah.
Remember
I think
that?
I
They
do
played the
remember
video
that, yeah.
all the fucking time, dude.
Number 5 is one of the most heartwarming songs of that time. Because remember, that was when we were going into the we were going to Iraq to take care of
Gulf
those
War,
dudes.
yeah.
No.
So
Was it
guys,
the stand up, stand tall.
no,
Voices
that's
That Terror?
that's voices that came out in like '88. This was
No,
because you guys, because we all look the same when we're from a distance.
Oh,
The
God.
world is
Dude.
and God is
toilet.
watching, Max. God is watching, Max. God is watching, Max. Wipe his asshole.
You know,
Damn.
as a Christian, that's the dumbest song ever.
It's a
I'm
terrible
sure.
song.
Most
Because
of
I
you
don't
guys
get
probably
it.
are like, this shit's stupid.
From a distance.
He's watching from a distance. That's like not even true.
Yeah,
Well, he's
but
watching from a distance, but then from a distance, he's not seeing anything.
yeah, but
So it
everything
didn't make any sense.
everyone looks the same from a distance.
Like, what did she say? You look like from a distance, you look like my enemy,
Look-
but you're my neighbor, or some
Look
shit.
like ants.
Yes.
Yeah, but
look
there
like
are
ants.
no guns,
And
no
the funny
bombs,
thing
and
is,
no
we were
you know,
all
going
that
that
stuff.
to
That was a
war
lie,
at
too.
that
Yep,
time.
yep.
We were going to war and
Yeah,
blowing the shit.
we
And we were
were.
all patriotic. And
Right.
it's like, oh, it's so
We were. In fact, I think it was January 15th because that's my dad's birthday. That's why I kind of
Oh,
remember
shit.
it being that.
Damn.
So I think
Okay.
it was January 15th of 1991.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I think that's right.
All right, now we
It was
got
right there.
we got a Janet song. We're in the top 4, so you got to have a Janet in the early '90s or late '80s. So
Yeah.
Miss You Much,
Okay.
maybe?
nope,
Black Cat.
nope.
Oh, Black.
Love will
Escapade?
love will never do.
Which one was that?
Love will never do.
Oh, okay. I know
I
the one you're
remember
talking
that.
about.
What's that?
Yeah, I do recognize that.
Hold
It
on.
start- da, 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics. But I know the song. I can hear it in my head.
Hold
I
on.
The way he's singing it sounds like, "Oh, you nasty boy."
I know.
It kind of had that feel, but it was still more.
To replace you as my lover.
I don't know what that is.
So many of her songs kind of sound the same. And
The
like
same.
Yeah,
Especially
dude.
off that album. That album.
Yeah, they
had-
do.
Everything had that little, that little sound.
That
they had
was
in the
that was
background.
this. They say it wouldn't last. Da, 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 do without
Oh,
you.
okay.
Love will
Gotcha.
never
Gotcha.
do.
Gotcha.
oh
Okay.
God,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
And it
Yeah.
sounded just like all the rest of the songs on that damn album. The
Yeah.
same drums,
Yeah.
the same,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, the last 3 songs are shit.
Okay.
All right.
This number 3 is "Damn Yankees."
Oh,
Can
love
you
will
take
Take me
drive me over. Yes.
Oh, man.
yesterday.
Ah, so
Oh,
horrible.
yeah, baby.
You know, and it's weird because isn't Damn Yankees, isn't that Ted Nugent?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ted Nugent is such a freaking douchebag. How did he even come up with a song like that? Like
I
that's
don't want to
He was trying to
Sentimental
reinvent
song.
himself is what he's doing.
anymore.
I mean, he went from cat scratch fever to fucking
Well, actually,
Can you
he's
take
kinda-
me
he's one of the few-
higher enough?
he's one of the few right rockers. Remember, that was his claim to fame. He was a conservative cat. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So-
But what I'm saying is like, how do you come up with something so sentimental like that? Can you take me high enough?
It
Unless
was the
you're
other
talking
guys.
about
It was the other guys who wrote the song. He said I read something about that song actually at some point.
So he
And they
didn't write
said-
it.
Oh,
is what
yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
just
Okay.
yeah.
You
That's
just sang
what
it.
I
You
figured because I'm
performed
like, how did he come from
Mm.
cat scratch fever and all these other like Wangozy Tango and all this?
Or Stranglehold. That was his big one. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
Stranglehold.
Stranglehold.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Actually,
Yeah.
I like that one too.
That's a good
That
one.
was dope.
Yeah,
I
that's a
like
good
that.
one.
Yeah, that song
Then-
is dope.
Number
Yeah.
2.
Even the beat is badass, right?
Oh hell yeah! Oh
That's
yeah,
badass.
beat is banging.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby.
Baby.
So what's
Come
number
on,
2, man?
come on up.
Oh, that's it's the least. It goes from very surprisingly unmanly to even worse.
Oh
we
no!
have Stevie B.
Oh, because
I
love
you.
God, I
Oh,
hated that fucking
That is a
song.
horrible. What? Oh,
And he had so many other better songs too, didn't he?
no. Did he know? I
Not
don't
really.
He
think
had that one song, "Come On In," because I'm oh shit!
Anything was better than that one, but that was awful.
Somehow,
Yeah.
baby. King of Love was another one. Yeah.
Well, and then
So
he'd hit the
I
flat
think-
notes.
I'm gonna guess what number
Yeah.
1 is, and I
I
bet
am
you I
too.
got it.
I think I got it
It's Timmy
too.
T.
No, I think number 1 is Bryan Adams. Everything I Do.
Oh
No,
snap!
that's late. That's later in the year.
Oh, okay.
I think Timmy T's later in the year
that's-
too.
That's no. It's even worse song than you guys. It's even worse than CDB almost.
What do you got? Okay, what do you
no.
got?
How can it be?
It's Madonna's worst song ever.
Oh,
Let's see. Got you. Okay.
that Justify My Love.
My love.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I
Okay,
jacked off
okay,
over that
okay,
song
okay.
a few times. Actually, I'm not
Now
gonna
here's-
lie.
Terrible.
Here's
jacked off over that
the
song,
problem
I'm
with
not gonna
that. Here's the problem with that. I heard that, and I can't really see
I
that well,
hate
but
that.
I heard that it was like super erotic. The video was super
Yes,
erotic.
it was, which is part
And
of
it
it.
was
of
like
course.
it had like freaking wax and candles and fucking crazy
Yes.
shit, like
yeah,
kinky
The way
sex
she
and shit.
sounded though was
And
I will tell you, I did jack off over that song. I'm not gonna lie. I'm guilty.
All right.
Yes, we heard you the first 3
Yeah, we
fucking
did, dude.
times.
Yeah, we did. We were trying to
Well,
ignore
nobody
it, dude.
acknowledged it.
Why
you
would
know?
we? Well, yes, well, very good, Max.
I wanted somebody to.
that's
you know,
very
be like,
good,
"Oh,
Max,
you
that you
nasty
jacked
motherfucker."
off.
Max
to a
is like,
song.
Max is like, I imagine shitting on this chick's head while I'm wiping my ass aggressively.
Hell,
Actually,
Madonna would probably like that shit.
her book "Truth or Dare" was pretty jackums too. Actually, But,
Truth or dare?
yeah, I don't know if you ever read her book. It was pretty jackums too.
Oh,
Okay, all right. So he
Sure.
knew he smelled blood and had to go there. He's like, I'm gonna make you guys squirm even more. Hey.
Hell yeah, damn right. That's what I do best. You know that.
So what else
Yeah.
did you jack off to?
Hey, no, shut up. Don't.
He's
oh,
like,
shit.
let me count. He said, let me count
How
the
much time you
ways.
got?
He will.
did
he will.
you
That's-
aggressively jack
haven't
off?
you
though?
figured
That is
that-
the
Oh,
snap.
of course.
And
Of
then after that,
course.
he aggressively wiped his penis.
shake it off.
And
My
some
penis
more
was
came out.
bulimic
It was-
bulimic that night.
My penis was bulimic. Yes. Oh, hey, that sounds like a line. My penis was bulimic, blowing out my semen.
Do, do,
That's
do, 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 do.
When my penis was bulimic.
While aggressively wiping,
Aggressively jacking. You
I
know.
jacked up at the same time
Oh,
as
we
I
don't
wiped
know.
my butt with my other hand, and now I'm gonna.
Well, I could have been shoving my finger up my ass to trigger off my prostate. Cause me to ejaculate too. I don't know.
You should try it sometime and report back.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And on that note, kids,
Well,
leave you guys.
Yeah.
So that's the number one song. You know, that was
That was it, huh?
Wow.
that was the story there.
that was a very sentimental, mushy top 40 or
Oh
top
my
20.
gosh.
Well, there was some
Horrible,
pretty-
man.
There was some
Like,
pretty
even
cheesy
going-
music around that time.
Even going up even further. I mean, that because that was, like I said, we were very the wartime.
You know, I'm surprised what was in there. Show Me the Way by Styx. Remember that? Show me the way. Lead me
not-
tonight to the river and wash my emotions away.
Huh.
Remember that song?
Wash my ejaculate away.
Man,
Like then there-
Yeah.
I want
Show me the toilet.
John.
Show me
Why
the
aggressively
bidet.
wipe.
Show me the bidet. Da, da, da. Need something else so I can wash this poopy away.
Damn.
All right, kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, shit, y'all. I think. What's
What
up?
do you guys? Any guys got anything else?
I think that's about it. For me. That's my excitement.
Max has some jack off stories to tell, I think.
You know what? I think I gotta go. I gotta go.
He said, I gotta go.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we at that point.
yeah.
The orgy on the trampoline, that never.
Is the high wearing off, sir? Is the high wearing off?
It just did.
Oh no.
Yes, for whatever I know the reason why. It just did. Absolutely terrible. All right, guys. Well, this is ending on a high note, right?
Oh yes, of course we are.
All right, so hopefully everyone out there, if you have a great evening, if you get shit on tonight, just enjoy it and just hopefully none of it gets in your mouth. If it does, just enjoy the taste because you're still alive to feel it.
My milkshake brings all the girls to the yard.
Yeah.
My milkshake brings all the girls to the yard. I will teach you, but my dick's still hard.
If you happen to get some in your mouth and they had eaten some ice cream earlier and you're lactose intolerant, just deal with it.
It's like
oh no.
It's like the fudge brownie sundae. The warm fudge brownie sundae. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just get your settlement.
All right.
Well, this has been the Nothing Sacred, the Puffin Sacred Drink Wrap. I am Cruise Control-Oli.
I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Louie Loke.
I'm Koala.
And that's
the
story
there.
Oh God.
Bitches.
Oh yeah.
Give it to me.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.